Well,
Hello.
welcome to He-Maniacs Live. We are all He-Maniacs. We got our regular hosts, Mike and AJ here, and Jay is definitely on the way. He's doing in about 10 minutes or so. He'll be joining us for the rest of the live stream, and we may have another guest. I'm not sure as well. So we'll have to see. How you doing today, Mikey?
I'm good. How are you, man?
I'm doing okay. A little tired. Little still on a high with this Masters of the Universe movie. You know, how many weeks later? 4 weeks? It's going to be 4 weeks, right?
It's crazy. I was expecting it to be out of theaters. Some theaters are still, they're pushing it. It's going. So that's really cool to see.
Oh, shit. Look behind you. What the hell? What a backdrop, man. Yeah. It's actually good that Jay isn't on at the moment because then you got both of them like in square. So those are the Denny's standees.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Looking good, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous. So a friend of mine just showed me a picture. He got one of the big movie ones. This one.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I had the opportunity of getting the one that we had at the con with Battle Cat and all that, the one we put behind the throne. And I'm like, where? I sadly had to just bow out. I was like, there's no way. Even if I broke it down, like it was kind of like the parts that I would want, they were already damaged a little bit. I don't know, people messing with it or something. So I just was like, it's all good.
I have the Revelation He-Man standee, Masters Universe Revelation, that was in FYE stores. So I once put that behind me for something. Oh, it was a review of Masters of the Universe Revolution. But I don't have any of the movie stuff. I would like to. So let's say hello to all the He-Maniacs in the chat. It's been a while. I think it's been about 3 weeks, right? Oh, it was opening weekend. It's the last time we did a.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was, right after. Was it before the movie or after the movie?
I think it was the Friday during.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was opening day in the morning. I guess that wasn't a He-Maniacs Live, though. That was just sort of.
Yeah, I want to say it was 6/4. It was the date. It was that Thursday before we did the He-Maniacs.
So we have Warren in the house. Hi, Musketeers. Good to see you, Warren. Warren's always there. What a good buddy. And we'll have our remaining Musketeers soon. Oh, my buddies Customs is in the house. Hey, all. Here's to hoping Mattel gives up Office Bro Skeletor so the holy trinity of Skeletor is complete. Also, give us a nap time Skeletor with bare feet and his white binky sheets, just cuz. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I agree. We need all three, you know? And, you know, what was really interesting, and we're going to talk about Office Bro Skeletor, is that there was a cut of the movie with the actual kitty cat, but we didn't get it.
That's what I was, when they put the cat in there, I'm like, there had to have been a cut where the cat was included then.
I was told there was one where he's petting the cat, and I guess they decided not to use it. But you're right. We need all three, and we need bare feet Skeletor. And I tell you, if this doesn't show I was a geek, Mike, immediately when I got to see the feet, I'm like, okay, are these demon feet or are these five-toed feet? You know, I was totally zoned in on his feet the first time I saw the movie, you know, because I wanted to know which Skeletor we were getting. Because one could point more to a demon origin and one could point more to a Keldor origin, you know?
It's true.
Yeah. Grayskull Zombies in the house. Hey, He-Maniacs Unite. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good afternoon. Or good morning from Mike. Or no, it's 12 there.
It just turned noon, yeah?
Yeah. Johnny Blues is in the house. I ordered the 2-pack He-Man and Skelly twice by mistake.
Well, by mistake, he said.
Oh, that's what you explained to your spouse. Look what I ordered.
I don't know what happened.
Look what I ordered by mistake. Warren, seeing the Motu movie 5 times. It's awesome fun. You know what's so amazing is I always wondered, like, as I would see this movie multiple times, would it get boring for me? But it just got better. It just got better. And Mike, no one's seen it more than you, buddy.
Actually, there's a guy that saw it in Australia 12 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm at 7, and I could go one more and make it 8, but I think 7's a good number. I'm ready to watch it at home on my couch. That's what I'm waiting for.
That's it saying Starship Troopers, you've done your part. You know?
Yeah.
Like, Johnny Blues, I can think of worse forms of punishment. Yeah. We have Captain Clawful. Hello, AJ, Mike, and Jay. Assuming Jay made it this time, I swear he's coming. Actually,
Yeah.
he was willing, in defense of the great Jay, he was willing to do audio with us. He was in the car, but I told him, don't worry about it. Just get home safe. Last thing I want to do is cause an accident. I hope you're doing well, enjoying the World Cup. Canada and USA still standing, and England. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. The real
Yeah,
football.
England and is it England Mexico next? There's some big matches coming up. I think it's England,
all
Mexico, and then
now.
USA and Belgium. So yeah, they're finally the elite
when you get
showing
this,
up here.
When you get this far, Mike, they're all big matches, right?
It's true.
So
Johnny watched it 5 times.
Yeah, and he doesn't mean to brag, but my first one was at Hollywood.
Same with us.
Theater.
Same with us.
Yep. My best friend isn't the biggest Motu fan, but saw the pictures of Jimbro Skeletor and now has the countdown on his phone to pick the buy-in. That's awesome, Grayskull.
Nice.
Yeah, the only thing that I was kind of like going, is the price, man. What was it, $50, I think, for that?
It's because he's a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. They always jack up the price for those.
Yeah, and the packaging is real nice, right?
It is a nice package. Yeah, like splits apart, right?
Yeah. Captain Clawful says the Skelly figures, they look kind of pricey. We agree. What's up? Hector is in the house. Good to see you, Hector.
What's up, Hector?
Good to see you. Jay's coming too. Ryan. Hello, young men. Ryan, it's good to see you, buddy. So good. His fan casting for She-Ra is Sydney. What's her name?
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney. Yep. His fan casting for She-Ra, for Tila, for the sorceress. He said,
I wonder why.
All parts can be played by her. But Ryan's a good buddy. It's good hanging out with him at Motooniverse. Good to see you, buddy. Kiss my grits, Florida. Hey, guys, I'm excited for today's chat because I have so many thoughts on Motu's box office and some key factors that kept it from being successful. Very curious. Jamie's in the house. Jamie,
Hey-o.
We are the masters of the universe. Jamie, my good friend, my lifesaver, provided me so many videos of stuff at Motooniverse, including the Filmation Saturday panel that
Nice.
we weren't able to record. And Jamie, congratulations, he got to meet Dolph Lundgren. I know.
Yeah, he met him like a bunch of times. Apparently, I was like, "Wait, he just went yesterday again?"
Well,
he went a couple weeks ago.
It's not just you, Mike. Other people get to meet him too.
Yeah.
Ryan says still in a handful of theaters around here, dropped from some smaller ones. I actually dropped in a big one around me. But I definitely saw the decrease. I actually did a search today, Masters Universe in theaters near me, and I have one that's like 5 minutes away, and then the next one's 30 minutes away. And then
wow. I should look it up. See what's going on in San Diego.
Eternios, hey AJ and Mike, great to see you guys. Good to see Eternios. They were nice enough to invite me on their live stream. I don't think it's going to be this Saturday, Eternios. I have to send them a picture. I just have to negotiate with my wife because it's taking away time with my wife. But I'll be excited to join you guys. Make sure I message you. Mossman Sean's in the house. I know you guys. What's up, friends? One of my best buddies. I wish I had the Mossman Sean sticker down here. He's got this cool sticker.
It's only playing at one theater at one time at 8:00 in Mission Valley. All the rest, no go. That's AMC. So I can go see it tonight at 8 if I wanted to.
If you wanted to.
I'm going to reserve a seat just because I can.
Sean, glad you're here. Love you, brother. Hector Moss, what's up? Okay. We got Joe Morgan. Hi, AJ and Mike. Hi, chat. And we have Diane. How did you get it? How did we get what? Oh, maybe your Denny's. How did you get your Denny's stuff?
Oh,
Steve?
this?
Yeah.
So when they first came out with the promotion, I went into the Denny's where I got it, and I actually went into a few Denny's. A couple of them didn't have it, and when I went to this one, they had it, and so I asked for the manager. This was prior to Motuniverse. I told him, I'm like, look, I'm a huge Master Universe fan. I'm actually throwing a convention. I showed him, our Kickstarter and all that, and the manager ended up being a Master Universe fan as well. And she was like, "Oh my god, I love the Sorceress and Tila." And she's like, "Yeah, like no one else has asked for it. So if you want to I'll take your name and phone number." And she, stuck it on a post-it on the back, and
That's how
basically
we
had to
got it.
wait 6 weeks almost, and then they finally, when the promotion ended, it ended June 15th. I think I went in there. It was like, I want to say mid-April, so like almost 2 months I waited,
Yeah.
and then went in there.
So when you take them to bed, your wife's probably not happy, right?
It is funny. I did get a lot of people when I posted this. They're like, "Oh, are they going to be in your bedroom watching you sleep?" I mean, literally what they do, because there's no other spot for them in front except right here, which is, my bed's right outside the frame of this thing.
Come on, you bought 2 pillows for them, and they're in the king size with you.
Yeah.
All right, Alex Moore's in the house from Facebook. Alex, it's great to see you, buddy. Good to see Alex. Chuck Castle 13. Anyone here who enjoyed Motu movie is under 45 years old? Guaranteed. Motu movie was a dumpster fire. All right. I guess Chuck didn't like anyone here who enjoyed the Motu movie is under 45 years old. I think not under 45 years old.
So I'm 46 and I love the movie, so that is false, Chuck.
Yeah. All right. We have Alex saying, so the UK fans, lots of Masters Universe guys at Bury St. Edmunds on 1st of August. Is that a con? Oh, probably is. Yeah, Masters Universe guys, meaning the stars, like Heroic and Evil.
Yeah, I saw some posts for that, which is really cool. I mean,
oh yeah.
If you're a con in the UK, take advantage of that by all means.
Oh yeah. That's the thing, is the one thing about this movie is practically everyone's from the UK.
Yeah.
So those cons are always going to have the Motu guys. Getting them over here will be a little trickier, but we have thoughts. Aaron Ridgely is in the house. A sleepy time Skeletor with Pig Boy would be great. Yeah, absolutely. Sleepy time. I love these names. Good to see you, Aaron. Sleepy time Skeletor. We got Major Scared in the house. Hello. Garfeet fetish. Yeah, that's what I have, Johnny. I got Garfeet fetish. I do. I did one article just focusing on Skeletor's feet.
You're like, only I could suck on that damn toe.
Oh, wow. Wow. Not touching that. Brick is in the house. Afternoon, kids. Brick, good to see ya. It's funny. I met Brick for the first time at Motuniverse, and he didn't recognize me because I didn't have the glasses on or anything or whatever. But
you are a little unrecognizable. And the hat forward and no glasses. Who is this guy?
But once he heard the voice, he's like, I know that voice, So we have tuning in for the first time with my 8-year-old son here. Oh, Mike.
Oh, and we're talking about sucking toes. Oh,
no, he says it again. It's a phrase. It means good buddy.
Yes.
Have recently found you guys and love the content. We've also seen the movie 5 times as well.
Wow.
Diane too. So good to hear that. Hello to your son. Happy you both are with us. That was the thing we were kind of hoping for, is that, the Masters of the Universe movie was going to bring in not just new fans, but also old ones that haven't thought about the franchise for 40 years.
Well, right? I was going to say, if they've seen the movie 5 times, they've heard worse things than, what I said.
Oh, in the movie. That's true. Well, it might go right over your head at 8. So, Hector's at 5 times. Jamie says, I've been blowing CC on Motu Classics. Hard to find. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You could blow. What's the most expensive one? Well, it might be Grand
Classics?
It might be Granomir, but that's oversized.
Granomir is definitely up there.
Yeah, that's like $500, $600. But a regular figure might be.
They average about 200 to 300, or 100 to 200 for your average figure. You can get some like lesser, I think
I think the slime pit He-Man or slime zombie He-Man.
Well, he was an exclusive.
He's like 300 or something, I think.
Yeah,
so
that was a PowerCon exclusive, I believe.
Sci-Fi Tsunami! Collecting Masterverse was awesome fun. Rest in peace. 6 years now felt like a huge waste. Yeah, well, you never know. You never know. Can I say this? I'm going to say this in a general sense. It's not Masterverse, but I got a tip that something is coming that I thought was over. So you never know. You never know.
I also think I wouldn't call it a waste. You still got those figures. It's not like they're just not anything now. If anything, they'll be worth more because they're stopped and you've got this new line started.
And remember, guys, it said it was paused, and also remember that we at least have one more on the way, Wondar, at least. So that one we've definitely seen listings for. So hopefully there'll be more to come. All right, got us beat. I'm at 9. We'll make it 10 this weekend. Nice job, Ryan. Nice
I booked my ticket, so I might be at 8. I booked it tonight.
Oh, just like that? You son of a gun.
That's the last one. I went and saw Supergirl on Monday, by the way, but look at this. Being a little crazy.
We have Jamie in the house 9 times.
Oh, he's got me beat too. Him and I were going back and forth for a while. He was at 6, and then I was at 7, and he was at 7, and now he's past me.
You get your fan card, Johnny, Steve, Sotomayor, Jara. 6 times here, going for my
now
7.
I have to go tonight. You get tied with Johnny.
You get your fan card. Actually, and trust me, it's not if people can only afford to go once, man.
Yeah, honestly, once is enough. If you go twice, that is awesome.
Yeah. Last time I was in the chat, this is Glenn. I was all smug that I beat the UK cinema merch boycott and ordered them all online. Well, update after a night.
Nice. Yeah, I ended up picking up. It's funny. I told you I went to go see Supergirl on Monday. Of course, I'm sitting there and I'm ordering my drink and my popcorn, and what do I see in the back?
Is that one the soft plastic too?
Yeah, like this seems like rubbery. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I want that one now to match So if anyone has that one and they want, a spare or whatever, let me know. Because now it's like I got this one, so I got to get the matching set, I feel like. But yeah, this was the last one they had. I was like, oh, do you have more of those? And she's like, oh, this is the last one. They're just trying. And I was like, I'll take it. Usually,
if you just wait 6 months, a lot of people, they at least go for retail, and then sometimes even cheaper. So,
our good friend Micah got one of those cups.
I know,
crazy deal.
I know. One Snake Man from Masterverse. That's it. I'm so pissed just when Masterverse is getting good. Well, let's just keep our fingers crossed that they will continue.
Yeah, see what happened? One Snake Man comes out and kills the line every time.
There is Masterverse on the way.
A new Eternia King Hiss would have been really cool to see, though.
Or, you know what? Let me give everyone a tease here. Because here's another scenario. There was someone in the HE-MANIACS.com forums, okay, that like 6 months ago called the what is the Skeletor with the kitty? What is that one called?
The kitty? Panther?
But it's called a kitty, it's not really a Panther kitty. What is that?
Oh, the one it's Date Night Skeletor.
Date Night Skeletor, okay? 6 months ago, he put in the HE-MANIACS.com forums saying that this Skeletor is going to come out. He's going to be wearing Earth clothes, and he was going to have like a little kitty. And everyone didn't believe him, right? It's like, you're crazy, right? And lo and behold, this came out. Well, he said in the forums recently that a new Filmation cartoon collection figure is being worked on and coming out. that the Filmation Cartoon Collection Origins aren't done. So
nice.
So what I'm saying, sci-fi tsunami, is that Masterverse, you never know. So we got at least Wundar in the way, and let's see what happens as the year progresses, you know? All right, a Sleepy Time Skeletor playset with Pig Boy would be awesome. Dude, Aaron, yes, but you know what? Just Pig Boy would be awesome, because we've never gotten a Pig Boy other than customs realized in true official Masters of the Universe plastic. So we desperately need a Pig Boy. Now, the good news is that Aaron, who played Pig Boy, said he was 3D scanned by Mattel. So they have the assets, you know, they have the 1s and 0 digital assets to create a figure if they so choose. So Manny's in the house. Hello, AJ.
Oh, Brick corrected me. If you go down a little bit, Dream Date Skeletor, not Date Night. Dream Date.
Yeah, we'll pull that up. Always a journey with hard cut vodka. Always a good journey. Yes, I think that's what Jamie meant, or maybe not. Tripops in the house. What's up, fellas? What's up?
What's up, Tripops?
Feliciano Bob Star. Hello, everyone from Facebook. Hello, buddy. Good to see you. Glenn says, after a month of waiting for my cinema merch to the UK, my castle bucket and sword cup, among others, have disappeared mid-flipping transit. Want to cry as they're even more expensive now. Oh, dude.
Wow, that's a bummer. Hopefully they find it and will show up. That's
Brick wants to know, does your standees ever give you a smile and thumbs up at night? They give them more than that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, 8-year-olds.
Skeletor was chuckling, and it's crazy.
You know, I'd almost be tempted to cut out Skeletor's eyes and put 2 little LEDs.
It almost reminds me of you ever see Dodgeball when they walk into the gym and it's Ben Stiller's character, but the eyes are recording.
Well, I mean, I would put, you could actually put a little hole in there and put them in there. They're really cheap. You could buy them on eBay and make them glow. Yeah, that'd be wild. Looks like Mattel Creations just released Minotaur, probably for the July 8th release.
I was just sharing that with AJ.
Yeah.
Looks pretty cool.
Oh, wait, who just walked through the back door? It's not even Jay yet. Oh, it looks like it's Kenzo. What is that guy doing? How did he get in here? Mike, you give him, like in the movie, a ream job.
Ream job?
They let anybody in this place, I tell you what.
So Kenzo, welcome, sir. So Kenzo decided to pop his head in and say hello.
I completely forgot you guys do this early. So then I looked and I hadn't even checked. I was sitting around doing nothing. And then I checked down. I said, oh, crap. I forgot that you're early. So, yeah. That's happening.
And Jay bailed early for nothing, you know. All right, so Attorney says Mattel Creations teases the new Minotaur character from Motu Origins Hero Packaging. This may be the July 8th figure on the Mattel Creations calendar. Yep, it may.
Yeah, they call him Tauraton. Tauraton. Tauraton.
It's crazy how deep they're going, right? Yeah. Yep. Alex says I'm 40. Hector says we need a movie streaming already. Well, I want it on a Blu-ray, but a lot of people don't have Blu-ray players anymore, so I get that. Dresden is in house 2 times at theaters, hoping to get in at least one more time before it goes streaming. Then all day, every day. Yeah.
There you go.
My V2 suit is nearly ready. Mike's seen the armor. You have? Mike?
It really looks freaking sweet. Yeah, he's the UK He-Man, and he has been working on. Let's see if I can find the.
Well, he might not want to
share it. Hopefully, he's okay with me sharing it.
Well, why don't he let us know in the chat? Just pull it up, and then we'll see. Because I don't want to. Chuck Castle says,
message me if you're okay with me. Sorry.
Yeah. Chuck Castle says, respect for reading my chat, guys. 48 years old, and I felt as if I was slapped in the face over and over, almost walked out halfway through. I think we've learned, by the way, about reading the chat this is more about the community than the news. We often don't get through many news stories, you know. That's for the Attorney at 4, where you guys just listen to our opinion. But we're more here to talk to you. A little news, You know, we have to talk about the box office, but it's more about talking to this great community. So,
I mean, it's a shame you felt that way. You're definitely not alone, Chuck. You know, there's some very diehard, like, I wanted a mini comics version of Masters Universe on screen. I wanted, 2000X on screen, and they kind of went Filmation. They poked a little bit of fun of themselves. I mean, we have to accept it's kind of a goofy concept. So I'm okay with that. I like the fact that, they played into the humor. I found it to be the most fun I had in a theater in a long time. So I really enjoyed it. So I'm sorry you had that experience, man.
Yeah, Chuck, I would approach it. Look, my favorite incarnation is Filmation. So, I was just in hog heaven, in Filmation heaven. But if the director came out, Travis Knight, and said, we are honoring the 2002 series, we want to make our movie as much as possible. That is our Bible for the show. And then, or for the movie. And then if I went to see the film, I'm like, where is the humor? Where is the fun? I think I'd be judging it incorrectly based on the director's goal. But in this case, Travis Knight came out multiple times, not just Travis Knight, people involved with the project, that, Filmation 1983, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe was their template. And whenever they were unsure, they would always go back to the cartoon. And while there is a couple serious episodes, I recently watched all 130 in a marathon, and they are traditionally campy, and there's a lot of jokes that are really corny, much like the joke that Mike loves, butt worms.
Oh, yeah.
And not all the jokes are going to land for everybody, but at least respect them for that was what they were aiming for. They weren't aiming for Tolkien. They weren't aiming for Lord of the Rings. They weren't aiming for 2002 or any other incarnation. It was Filmation. And I think on that measure, they really were successfully reached their goal. What do you think, Kenzo?
Well, and I get to a point now in my life where I'm like, I'm coming through, right? I just want to make sure. I switched my mics. Okay.
I was gonna say loud and clear.
Okay. I changed to my microphone. I got to a point in my life where if I'm paying for a ticket, I'm not walking out of a movie anyway. Even if it's like I don't even have that feeling. But no, for me, as far as the movie goes, all the way around, I told Mike this, he knows this, I've said it 100,000 times during what we talk about, is go in with an open mind, look at it for what it is. I watched New Adventures a second time. I've said this 100 times too. I've watched that as an adult, and I found a way to enjoy it. Like, if you can find a way, I'm just a happy person, man. I'm not going to be angry about anything, and I don't think anything's going to upset me. Maybe I'm a bad judge on it because I'm always just going to try to look at the good on stuff. I think even if I wasn't, I think overall it checked every box for me. I was very impressed with it. My kid who's 13, who does not like Motu at all, walked out and said, "Dad, that movie was awesome." So, I mean, I was just like, great. That's all that matters, right? So,
yep.
Well, yeah, it was a great movie. Can't wait for streaming.
I'm a perspective person at this point.
Yeah. And I feel like there's things, just to, put into Chuck's point, like there's things that I really feel like I should love. Game of Thrones is a huge one that people were like, how do you not? I don't really care for Game of Thrones. And people are like, whoa, all up in a hissy fit. And I'm like, I have tried. I just cannot get into it. It's almost too serious for me where I can't.
What's wrong with you, Mike? What's wrong?
Right. And, I've tried, but you think I would love it. It's dragons, it's fantasy, it's crazy, violence and all that. And I just can't get into it.
Yeah. Accomplish everything Tube says, yo. But Mossman Sean said the event you went to looked incredible. Looked a little empty, but looked incredible.
It definitely, I wish, the crazy thing is it actually got pretty busy in there, but it was like their regular Saturday night crowd. It wasn't Motu people. I felt Johnny and I were in there and we looked like ringers. They did a trivia night, and like every question's like, it was like, who's the court jester of the Palace of Eterna? It was like,
oh no,
Orko. who there was some like silly who's the leader of the Snake Men? King Hiss.
They became Ken Jennings from
Yeah, like
Jeopardy,
I
right?
literally, and people were just like, and the funny thing was, it got to a point where I just stopped answering, was waiting about 4 seconds, and then if no one else, because some of them there were super easy that other people got, but I'd give people a chance, and then I'd end up answering. So I won. I actually won. I was wearing the shirt earlier. I think I put it in the wash though.
Got a shirt for that? Hell
I
yeah.
got a shirt and I got a like tumbler mug.
Guess who's in the house? It's Jay.
There he is.
Good to see
Hey,
you,
boys.
Jay.
I don't know what it's like in California right now, Mikey, but it is a scorcher here.
It's really hot here. Yeah, I got
Dude,
the fan blowing.
it's
out.
really crazy.
Here's
And
the
the-
mug I won. So this is his character. He told me the name. I totally forget. But it's
Nice.
a boba tea bar, and he's looking to get. He just started doing food, and he's looking to get his liquor license so he can have like actual like alcoholic drinks and everything. So
Yes.
definitely, if you're in the Newport Beach area, check it out. It's a really cool vibe in there, though.
I think it's the East Coast, Jay. Yeah, we got 100-degree weather over here.
Dude,
so.
it's freaking crazy. It's
I
nuts.
know.
But the worst part is the humidity here, right? It's one thing to have the
Yeah,
heat,
thank God we don't have that.
but then the humidity is just taking it up another notch.
I know.
Like and I heard some crazy thing, and I had to correlate it with some people who lived there once. I heard that Europe, they don't have air conditioning. What the heck is like that? Is nuts.
Really?
And then there's some
Like
sort of
80%
viral
or
thing-
something. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
there's a
that
lot
don't
of
have
them.
it.
Yeah, and then there's some viral thing going around that signs are melting in the UK. I was like, what? What do you mean signs are melting in the UK? What is going on? Like,
Wow.
that's crazy.
Wow. I
Because
won't
up
tell you
here-
the temperature here because it's nice.
Well,
It's
all right,
awesome.
tell us the temperature because you said it's hot over there too. What's the temperature, Mike?
It's sunny and 75.
Wow.
Son of a-
That's paradise.
Well,
right
it's
there.
hot
it's
over here,
hilarious.
Jay.
I know, right? I know. It's like we're freezing our
And
we're
it's
freezing our
it's
tits
literally
off.
going to be like sunny and 75 for like
It's,
the
it's
next
crazy.
week.
It's like
Hopefully
we're
it's-
freezing our tits off here in the winter, and now we're boiling in the freaking sun. Like we
Hey, you're coming out here for San Diego pretty soon, Jay.
Uh,
You can escape it.
and he hangs out with Dolph Lundgren every other week.
I know, right?
Poor
Like,
Kenny,
oh.
his whole place is on fire right now.
Dude, like,
All you
yeah,
gotta
we
do
just
is
have
buy-
this big smoke plume above us for like,
Did they
yeah, it's
contain any of it yet?
not, no, and it just keeps spreading. I keep getting different evacuation notice, like southwest of me, so it's getting ugly.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, a couple towns have already perished, so
Oh.
it's not good.
Oh, what?
So, yeah,
what-
Colorado's on fire.
Oh,
Oh my
Southern
god,
Colorado.
that's so crazy.
wow.
That is so crazy. Well, our thoughts are with you guys, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Jeez. Hope everything's
And yeah,
okay.
and it's hot, so they're not really getting much relief there. They said we may get some rain at the end of the weekend, but right now it's dry. We have heat, but we have dry heat, Jay, so it's not as bad over here.
Yeah, I'd give anything for some dry heat right now.
All right, let's quickly go through anything else. Anyone new in the chat? We have
We got a turd in the
Gabriel.
punch bowl at the end there from Facebook, just so you know.
Hello there. We got Hector saying 87 figures, AJ. Oh, from Masterverse, maybe. Yeah, that would be. We definitely need more 87 figures.
Gotta love the spammers.
Yep.
Let's see. We have Future DC Warrior. I love all my Masterverse figs, but the Chronicle movie figs are fantastic. Wasn't thrilled with that King Grayskull one, guys. So, no more Masterverse. No. Yep. Wow.
At least we
Oh.
got them complete, Eugene.
We got Will in the house. What's up, HE-MANIACS? You guys
Wow,
know
cool.
Will. Will is the artist of the Wings of Fate comic book series, the tie-in
Will.
series to the Masters of the Universe movie. We got Tim Sheridan writing, and we got Will Sliney on pencils, and such a fantastic artist. And he was actually virtually part of Motooniverse. He was on the Wings of Fate panel up, and there is the 11x17 print that attendees got for going to Motooniverse. Yeah. So, Will, thank you for joining us. Good to see you, buddy.
I love this.
Will, whenever you want to participate, let me know. I could message me and I could just send you an invite right in. Good to see Will.
The front door, not the back door, like I came through.
Yeah, yeah, we'll kick Kenzo out. That back door Sneaker.
Get on.
Gabriel says I saw it twice. Awesome.
Nice.
He did his part. Manny, I've watched the Motu movie 8 times so far.
Nice.
Warren
Wow.
says that he pre-ordered the Motu movie Steelbook. Yeah, it was available on Amazon, I think, just for UK so far. Oh, Micah's in the house. We talked about the Gripper Cup. This Gripper Cup Micah got for $5 buckaroonies, man.
Yeah.
$5. So
Lucky.
I think you're plenty lucky, Mike. Look what's behind you, you rat bastard. I had to drive 45 minutes for my Denny's, and they
Just
didn't
for a
have that.
Denny's.
Yeah. Brick saying hi. Okay, so why don't we get into our first just topic? Mostly we're just going to be talking in chat, but I guess that would be the box office, right? The box office performance. We could go ahead and read the article on HE-MANIACS.com and then see what your guys' thoughts are in regards to that. Let me go ahead and get it up. Share screen. I hear music, guys.
Yeah, hold on. I'll let me.
Oh, real quick, while we're waiting on that, I wanted to show. So, Alex said it was cool. That's his round
Oh,
2
yeah.
armor. So he's been
Nice.
doing a really great job. It looks literally like it just jumped off the screen. So now he's got to do the leather work for it, but really cool.
Filmation Mossman, Vines Crossed. Yes, Mossman Sean.
Mikey, did that drop after all, or did you not get it?
Still
Don't
says
say you got
delayed,
canceled,
bro.
Oh no.
It's not canceled, but it's delayed.
Well, if you need one, Mike, we got tons up here in Canada. I'm shocked. Like I am
The trap
absolutely
jaw?
shocked.
Oh yeah, he's headed your way.
We
too,
got
so.
tons. We got tons.
Hey,
Like I can like invest in stock up here. I don't know.
The Roboto's arriving today, though.
Yeah. And if you
Nice.
need, if anybody needs a merman, we got from Masterverse. Here we go. Right, Masterverse Merman is actually here in Canada.
Oh,
Like,
this-
Vintage?
a ton of them. Yeah.
so now it says now arrives today,
Oh, cool.
but it doesn't so on the way. It just still says delayed. So here, let me track it here.
Yeah,
okay.
because usually it'll say out for delivery. So sorry.
Okay. So,
Today. Okay, cool.
okay, we're ready now. Analyzing the Masters Universe movie box office performance at 110 million worldwide as we head into July 4th weekend. So as the domestic theater-going audience approaches the 4th of July holiday weekend, the new Masters of the Universe live-action movie has already lost a great deal of its theatrical footprint in cinemas across the country and around the world. With likely only a few more weeks left in its theatrical run, here is where the box office gross tally currently stands for the new He-Man movie. 62 million plus domestic, 47 million plus international, worldwide 110 million. With a crowded release schedule, the impact of the upcoming holiday weekend will probably be minimal for Masters of the Universe, a big budget film reportedly costing anywhere between $170 to $200 million, with a marketing budget estimated at between 75 and 150 million. While generally very well received by the people who saw the film, Masters of the Universe was unable to draw in audiences as much as we hoped, likely failing to gross 100 million domestically when all is said and done, and failing to debut number one at any box office in any country. Never did it. It certainly wasn't a draw for the youngest generation either, with only 4% of the audience falling under the age of 12. With a UK tax credit of roughly 40 to 48 million, which is 30% of the production budget, capped at 80% after taxes, the studio only earns as high as 60% of ticket sales in the US and as low as 25% internationally, which all means Masters of the Universe is certainly not the box office success anyone was hoping for, and will likely finish in the loss column for Amazon MGM after its theatrical run. We already know what Amazon MGM kind of said about it. We could get into it. While the Masters of the Universe movie narrative sets itself up for a sequel, A sequel is certainly not set, nor has been officially greenlit, as some misleading headlines may have suggested, nor logically would be considering its reception. Amazon MGM Studios head of theatrical distribution Kevin Wilson looked at the film's opening positively to shareholders, something we wouldn't expect any other way, and said director Travis Knight and the entire cast and filmmaking team have delivered something truly special, and this opening is exactly the kind of critical first momentum that validates our holistic distribution strategy, building awareness and engagement that will carry well beyond the theatrical window, end quote. But there is no doubt that everyone from corporate executives to fans were hoping that Masters of the Universe could have performed better than it did. Can streaming and the upcoming home video release rewrite the narrative for Masters of the Universe, changing the tide into a financial success story? We honestly don't know, but we can only hope. So, Guy, who wants to attack that first? Jay does?
Okay, fine. I mean, like, geez, Kenzo, throw me on the bus, without you? You know what? I think all of us knew going in. Okay, so let me start it off with this way. Actually, I was the first one. I was one of the first ones. Actually, first ones is ridiculous. I like, even that term is now gone. We don't even talk about that anymore. But I was among, I know, right? I was among one of the first to just say that, I'll believe it when I see it, right? The movie itself. But equally as much, when I heard that Travis Knight was getting involved, I got really excited because Bumblebee is among one of my favorite of the Transformers movies that are out there right now. So I said, there's hope if Travis Knight is involved. And as the cast started to get announced and things started to really come together, although I had my doubts on certain casting, I mean, like, I think many of us, a lot of the community was basically like Nicholas Galitzine at the time when we first saw his first pictures. He had more of a swimmer's body, very lean, very, muscular to a certain degree, but quite lean. And I think a lot of people still are critical about his size. Take it or leave it. I personally think that he's actually closer to, a slightly smaller Filmation He-Man, and possibly more like a New Adventures He-Man kind of idea. But he's definitely not Revelations He-Man. Revelations He-Man is just like, he's that, wow, like those are 2000. Those guys are just ridiculous, like absolutely massive individuals. But we were never going to get that. We were never going to get that. Short of getting, what's it called? Reacher there. What's his name again? Anderson or something like that. Like
the star of Reacher. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
That guy. We're not going to get anybody. Like there's no Arnold Schwarzenegger in the mix. You know what I mean? There's Dolph Lundgren's not coming back.
Alan Richardson.
Yeah, that's right. Richardson. That's right. Alan Richardson. So I was always expecting and hoping, and like all of us, that we were going to get good turnouts and crowds, especially with the advertising budget that they had set aside for this film. They spent a lot of money in advertising back at the time. I mean, even the premiere at the Chinese theater, which we were, lucky enough to go to. Sorry, Kenzo. Kenny knows I love him. I watched Kenny. I watched Kenny go to sleep. It was beautiful.
At the hotel at Motu.
I watched Kenny go. I watched Kenny go
right over AJ's head. Like, wait, what?
Yeah, what? No, you didn't hear that joke. Oh,
it was in Long Beach.
No. Did you have your hand between two pillows? I don't know if you've ever.
Those are pillows.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
It was. He slipped au natural, so it was a good.
Jay was hard at work in the kitchen, and I was on the couch, and I passed out. And yeah,
we were at the Airbnb, and we were just hanging. We were exhausted. We'd gone around. Anyway, we're getting us sidetracked. Thinking about Kenny asleep. as things started to develop, I saw the advertising, I saw everything, and I just got excited. Every new trailer, every new reveal, it just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and the community just kept getting more excited, more excited, more excited. So, and I said it, I said it even before we watched the premiere. I said if it gets its audience, this is gonna it's gonna have a sequel. Like that's what I said. I did say that, and I reinforced that after we watched the premiere. Sadly, it did not gain an audience that it was hoping for. Not enough young people came out to see it. It had a lot of competition going into the weekend. What's it called? Backdoors became a massive underground hit.
Obsession too, Jay.
Yeah, Obsession
Back rooms, not backdoor.
Right? And this is
sorry, back rooms. Back rooms. Sorry, backdoors. Kenzo got me going.
That's the other one.
Kenzo.
That's
Kenzo
the
gets
rated
backdoor.
X.
Kenzo got me going to the back door. I got Kenzo on the brain.
We do have an 8-year-old
You know-
watching, Jay. Oh, there he goes.
There he is.
There he goes. Out the back door.
What happened there? Yeah. So back doors, back rooms.
And Jay, just to add
yeah.
to that, if Masters of the Universe didn't have the Wednesday and Thursday early screenings,
Yep.
the Masters of the Universe isn't second place. It's fourth place behind
That's
those
crazy,
two
right?
movies. Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of factors going in. A lot of factors going in on that. But aside from that, that doesn't negate the fact that it was a great movie. It was an incredible film. The reaction from Amazon executives is surprising. It's encouraging, but it's surprising. And there's a lot of speculation, including from Forbes magazine, as you just read. Multiple excerpts from different news groups, that it seems as though the plan was always to be a long game. You know what I mean? It looks like they're planning for other media, other things to happen. We already have a streaming show right now. We have Tales from Eternia, right? We have things coming up that really indicate that Master Universe is far from over right now in terms of where it's going in the future. So for them to actually come out and say that this is a holistic approach to the way they had envisioned the Master Universe, that tells me that this is a long game. It really is something that they planned on having. And it's my understanding that Amazon MGM actually was insistent on the idea that they would be able to be allowed to do sequels beyond whatever contract that they had, that whatever contract they signed, they were very interested in doing sequels.
Yeah,
right?
that had to be a deal.
Yeah.
Right.
So by that notion, it gives me the indication that there's a long game for this. There's a bigger plan ahead for Master Universe, and that to me is very, very encouraging.
I don't know.
And I have like you guys have already done your full spoiler reviews. I have one coming up, but I think it's no secret now. But you know what? I'm just gonna sidestep it again as always. But everybody, if you don't stick into the if you leave before or as soon as the credits start rolling, you're gonna miss out on something. So definitely stick around to the end. I'm gonna watch it one more time while it's still in theaters. I have to because it's that important. It's that important to watch it again, and it'll be out soon on DVD. Please buy the DVD. Please buy the Blu-ray. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying DVD, but please buy the Blu-ray.
The VHS cassette too.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
All three.
And of course, all the collectible items, if you love this movie as much as we did, please support it because I really am looking forward to a sequel, which may go in one direction or may go in another. So fingers crossed.
Tron Legacy, Jay, had the long game too. Plus television show, comics, video games, and they were hoping they were going to be Disney's new big franchise, and Tron Legacy did a lot better than this. 400 million.
I love Tron Legacy. Tron Legacy was amazing, and to a certain degree, I didn't mind Ares, but at the same time, it was just so far removed from Legacy. It was just weird. I mean, they tried to shoehorn in a couple of ideas. Yeah, but other than that, it could have been its own story. Is one of the
but that made 400 million and only kind of broke even. Yeah. So, I don't know. I hear you. I want to be wishful thinking, but it's this is
like
not
Disney
good.
treats their properties a little different too, though. Disney's much more like this and this, or not happening.
This and this.
So like make your money back and make like John Carter was a huge flop, and now that's out in the ethos. No one ever, doesn't even exist.
They don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
Or what about Dungeons and Dragons? Did they talk about that movie as well? That was also
Honor
critically.
Amongst Thieves. That was That was a very
Was
big,
that Disney? I thought that was a different studio. Was Honor Among Thieves a Disney production? I thought it was.
I don't know.
Wasn't that Hasbro? Like, didn't Hasbro have a hand in that? I thought.
I'm not sure.
Well, Hasbro owns Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
so
that's what I mean. Like, wasn't it Hasbro Studios? I thought Hasbro would have been, or
it would still have to be
connected with that.
distributed, just like Mattel Studios was distributed by Amazon. Let me see movie poster. It'll show me on the movie poster.
But yeah, Mike, if or Kenzo, if you guys want to go next, those are my thoughts. So
yeah, well, it's less formal. Whatever you guys want to just chime in with. Yeah. Paramount.
Yeah, Paramount.
I would expect them to.
Yeah.
Mike, you go, for crying out loud.
I mean, I don't really have much thoughts on it other than, the numbers don't lie, sadly. Do I wish it did better? Of course. My hope is, that Amazon doesn't give up hope on this franchise and that they continue to push it. We got San Diego Comic-Con coming up in 3 weeks. They could easily have a presence there for like the Blu-ray or even just streaming, and just have like a, outside of the Mattel booth, either MGM or Amazon have a booth with, a push for signing up to get your Amazon Prime membership and watch this movie. So that's the only real thing I got to say about it is I hope that Amazon is kind of true to their word and that they're, they're happy and, not just BSing the stockholders and that they're actually happy with the way it started.
I don't think we've ever had a studio come out and say, everyone, this was a disaster.
Yeah.
I mean, so they're always
Well, Warner Brothers with the Acme versus the Wolf one, right? Or even like Batgirl, and they just won't even release it. They rather just write it off as a tax write-off, which that's crazy.
Yeah, I think the positive words on it is something good because like you guys are saying that you're talking about all the other studios, that if it was something where they were disappointed and it was a flop, they just shut up. And the fact that Mattel, of course, is still hanging on to where it's like, hey, we're still going to have an exclusive figure for San Diego Comic-Con from the movie. Like, we're still releasing figures from the movie. Like, Tila will be here Monday for me. I got it off there's a different website that had it. So I know she's not usually coming until September. Evelyn doesn't come till November. So, I mean, there's still like, the other side of it, I know, obviously, but it's still revenue, hopefully, for that. And if you can, I mean, I feel that they really set it up correctly to where if they don't have a sequel, it'll be very sad. It'll be it'll be unfortunate to where they really pushed, a sequel with the little Easter eggs at the end. So,
yeah, I'm grateful that it's like a self-contained kind of movie, right? That the only thing that gets you longing for more is those end cut scenes afterwards. But prior to that, when that movie and the credits roll, it's like I'm completely satisfied. Even when Orko does the little moral at the end, I'm like, I'm satisfied. I am so stoked. And it's not till after, even the Skeletor one with Evelyn and finding the Skeletor head, that doesn't get me super stoked. We figured Skeletor would be back anyway. Yeah. But we're seeing She-Ra is really the one. And what's the tower?
The Fright.
Fright Zone.
Fright Zone.
But
yes, Fright Zone.
Yeah, but there's a name to that tower, I think, in the back.
Where's Alpha?
You're talking about the fan vote when they named the tower.
Yeah, I think there was a name.
They gave it a name.
Yeah. So let's see. AJ, was the Leto Skeletor with the Panther Kitty an actual scene in the movie that got cut out? Yeah, someone who saw the screening let me know that the version they saw had a kitty cat in his hand. So, and I guess they picked one where a kitty cat was in his hand. I don't know. Maybe the kitty cat wasn't agreeable. I don't know. So, which would have been great, right? It's such a shame we didn't get a little kitty cat. You know, just a little nod. Maybe people would have been pissed off. That's not Pathor. You know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it would have been a dream sequence thing, and it would have been a fun little Easter egg, right? And now we have an Easter egg, right? So, it was the Doom Tower.
Doom
Doom
Tower.
Yeah.
Doom Tower. Thank you, Jay. Brick Something says, calling it now. Masterverse Wondar will have the best He-Man head sculpt in the line. That's not a stretch, far stretch.
Yeah.
Like it's not a high bar to jump there.
Actually, though, what do you guys think of the anti-Eternia He-Man head? That head was great.
Yes. Absolutely great. Yes. 100%.
But it's weird because it's like, okay, if you paint it regular He-Man, will it still be as good? Because when that Faker came out, everyone was raving about that Faker and how good it looked. And then all of a sudden you make it the regular He-Man and it just did not work the same.
the eyes, right? I think
Yeah.
it was the eyes.
Well, it was the cheekbones and it had like the sunken in cheeks. It was, I never was a fan. Even the Faker one, I got a different head from Hordak MX for mine. I wasn't a fan of it.
Yeah.
But
you know, Ryan says we need a Granomir. Was hoping for Revolution, but a Filmation would suffice. Jeez, the Revolution one, the size of Granomir. Imagine that in scale with your figures. I mean, that would have to be like 6 feet tall, right? That Granomir was huge in Revolution. So, but would love that, Ryan. Let's accomplish everything to give them a Terminator 2 standee. I don't know. So we have Dario in the house. JL Sounds. Hi guys. Do you think the Blu-ray 4K physical disc of the movie will be released? When do you think?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I pre-ordered the Steelbook version.
The Steelbook version it says in there, I'm pretty sure.
It does?
Yeah.
I would have to guess September. Maybe? October? September, October?
No, it just says we will email you when we have an estimated date.
yeah,
So
no date on it yet.
No date.
See, that's what I'm worried about streaming, guys. You know, we're talking about the future of this movie. Is how many of us are going to want it on physical media? Do you know what I mean? I mean, how many?
I pre-ordered mine for sure.
I think collectors are collectors. You know what I mean? I think that, especially for massive universe collectors, I think that this is definitely one of those things. They're going to collect it in one format or another, whether it's at the regular DVD, whether it's at 4K DVD, sorry, Blu-ray, whether it's regular Blu-ray, whether it's 4K Blu-ray, whether it's steel case, whether it's a collector's edition, whether it's anything, right? I think that the fans themselves will collect whatever they collect. But I know what you're saying. That streaming, I mean, actually, it's funny because Sony just made an announcement the other day that they are no longer going to be making physical discs for PlayStation, and they're no longer going to create PlayStations with physical discs at all.
Yeah,
so
it's crazy.
If you want a physical disc version of the PlayStation 5, you got to buy it now, because
GTA 6 is not going to have a disc, and people are freaking out about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
People are losing their minds, and also, and here's another crazy thing, which people are getting. I think people are equally pissed. They have removed all their many of their movies from their PlayStation library. So any movies you purchase on PlayStation, you better download it in the next couple of months, because after that you won't be able to get it anymore. So
I heard it was just Lionsgate. It's the entire library. I thought it was just Lionsgate.
It's apparently it's the whole Sony library off of PlayStation. I'm not saying
PlayStation, right?
Yeah, not off of their streaming services, just PlayStation.
Well, what I'm concerned about is, or for people thinking that streaming might push it to getting a sequel, is all the men and women of a certain age are going to be buying physical discs. They're going to get the code with that, and they're not going to watch it on Amazon Prime. They're not. They're going to watch it, and especially Amazon Prime. You have to pay for the extra tier now to watch stuff without commercials. If you just go with standard Prime, you can watch shows, but you're going to get a commercial every 5 minutes, and you're not going to want to watch your movie that way. You're going to watch it digitally with the code you get, or you're going to actually watch the disc. So, and I think men and women of a certain age is really primarily the audience for this movie, right? And 12 and under, certainly not the audience.
I'm so cheap, and I know there are a lot of cheap people out there. I will watch those. You know what I do? I take it as a freaking pee break. That's what I do. I freaking like, oh God, I gotta go pee. So I get up during the freaking commercial. I go get a snack. I go get whatever. It's like it was back in the day. We suffered through commercials. Right. We used to watch TV. It's fine.
It's just gonna be on in the background as I'm cleaning the house.
So cheap. Exactly. Mike's right. I am so cheap. I will not upgrade for like, what is it, like another $10 to
well, what I'm saying is you will have the disc and you could watch it digitally anyway.
True enough, right?
But even this, I remember back in the day, if you guys remember this, HBO had The Godfather playing, and during that they actually had a cut in the middle where they just played the soundtrack song and let you go to the restroom. They had a bathroom break because it was such a long, they were doing the whole thing, and they gave you a little cut in the middle, and that was HBO.
100%, absolutely. And back in the day, people forget this, but back in the day, during the golden age of cinema, movies like the Ten Commandments, right? Which was like a 4-hour epic. You know what I mean? They had intermissions, right? Like Gone with the Wind. They literally had intermissions. You go get a smoke break. You can get a snack. You can go to the washroom, right? So you know what? It's not unprecedented, and I think people are also just predisposed, especially when you get to our age. I mean, come on. Like I said, I can't hold it the whole. By the way, I did hold it for the whole freaking movie because I was so excited. But that is not the norm.
I don't know.
That is just not going to happen.
This is wishful thinking. I don't think you're going to want Amazon to dictate your bathroom breaks. You could just.
Well, I'll make up for it, AJ. I'm just going to have it running on both TVs all the time on a loop. While I'm cleaning,
kind of what we
doing
plan
everything.
on
I'm just
doing
going to keep running it. So there you go.
Apparently,
I
that
have like the
count.
premium Disney Plus, right, with no commercials, but I still end up watching like Winter Soldier and Civil War on TNT with commercials, and I could just watch this with no commercials right now, but I don't.
That counts. That counts. But it's never just going to come on TV, is what I'm saying, Mike. You're going to have to actually search it out. And Kenzo, watching it a million times, I think it was it Ted Biaselli told me? He said that doesn't matter. And when it's
damn it,
they check if one person watched it and completed the show. But if you watch it like back to front, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 360.
Doesn't count.
Unfortunately. Otherwise, we'd have Despara and a sequel to Masters of the Universe Revolution.
True.
So I cannot pronounce his name ever. Hey, what's up? Hey, folks, what's up? Alf in the house. Good to see you, Alf.
What's up, Alf?
Alf is always around.
Boy, Alf.
Blue Orange. Hopefully the holiday weekend should add more to the box office total. I think the last holiday until fall will be the best and last chance to add a decent 3 to 4 day total to the box office.
It's just not many theaters, right? Like I said, there's one movie time today in one theater.
Blue Orange.
Mine has 2 times all the way to the 7th. The 7th is the last day, it looks like, but mine are all 2 afternoon, like 12:45 and 1:45 showtimes.
I had a lot of theater.
I just need to see it in its proper ratio because the first one I saw, as you know, I was looking straight up at the screen, so it was really distorted. And for whatever reason, the theater that I decided to go to twice because I went to see it with my brother and then I went to see it with my friends. And for whatever reason, the theater, the screen had been squashed by about 10%. It looked absolutely terrible. So, well, not terrible. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I need to see it in its proper ratio. I have to go.
You're running out of time, Jay. I think you're running out of time.
I am running out of time, but this weekend should be fine. I think.
Okay. Well, I mean, like we were talking, and Mike was looking at his, and I looked at my theaters. So many theaters, they dropped it completely. I only have one theater close to me. I used to have a lot.
Canada's kind of funny that way. Like depending on where you go, especially the lower income neighborhoods, like where I grew up. I know where the theaters are that kind of keep movies for like forever. So I have tricks to watch it in the theater again. So it's not okay for me. It's not really a big deal.
How did your brother like it?
My brother? Yeah. My brother's like me. My brother's a fan of the 80s. He loves Master of the Universe. He had his reservations at the end of the day. You know what I mean? He did feel that certain things were too long. He did feel that he was really upset. I think that Battle Cat was not in tomorrow. But he did love the movie. He really did. And he's going to buy the DVD. He's going to buy the Blu-ray. He's going to collect certain aspects of it. So yeah, he enjoyed it. He really enjoyed it.
That's good. Motu was a love letter to the entire Motu history. Not a smack in the face to anything this movie had. Filmation 2000X and Revelations all over. Yeah, they pulled from everything in a general sense. Yeah.
Looks like Regal has a lot more show times, for at least for San Diego area. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 different Regal theaters around me with three showings. So that's good news.
That's good news. Yeah. I figure it's got a few weeks left and then it's gone, unfortunately. Yep, Johnny says, I think Motu references, it had Motu references from all over the different versions, except I don't know any from the New Adventures. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it had any New Adventures references, guys. So, yeah. It was just the point that Mike and I were talking about in the beginning is that originally Filmation was their underlying inspiration. Travis Knight and everyone came out to. That was their default. But of course, they pulled a lot of inspiration from other incarnations, including the 1987 film, which I know Jay was thrilled about. No Gwildor, but
he did. He was there.
He was there.
Jay literally spoiled that before the movie released. Like, Gwildor's in the movie.
Gwildor's in the movie.
God.
and a lot of people probably missed this reference because everyone's thinking Pig Boy and Karg, but you guys also got Julie. That's his date's name.
That's
Julie.
The date's name was Julie.
Yeah.
That's true.
This version of Julie.
Yeah,
only it was a young Courtney Cox.
I've got to go.
Die82, I'm 41. As soon as I saw the first trailer with half the transformation scene with I have the power, I literally got goosebumps and a feeling of nostalgia. I didn't know it was possible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, guys, I mean, have you been this excited? When's the last time you've been this excited going into a movie theater? Long time, right?
Mm-hmm. Probably since Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
I had. I mean, forget about the fact that we were going to the premiere. I was absolutely thrilled. And
throw that in there again, Jay.
I know, right? I know, right? Sorry, Kenny. I'll bring the theater to you. Okay, like seriously. When you're asleep, Kenny, I'll visit you in your dreams, and we'll.
Jay's got you beat, Rick. Jay's older.
Am I the oldest? 49 till August 14th, and I love the film. My 13-year-old laughed the hardest when He-Man got friend zoned.
No, Brick is older. Brick is older. Just by a few months. Though. Just by a few months. Let's
see. Genius says, I really enjoyed the movie. It was a good jumping on point for new fans. Yeah, I finally have something my wife likes in Masters Universe. She came out of that and she's like, you know what? I really like that movie. And she said, I really like the action because she's not normally a fan of action, but she loved the action in this movie. So let's see. Future Warrior says, yep, I saw many different variations of the He-Man cartoons in this movie from Filmation to 2000X to Revelation. Yep, we saw that. Johnny Blues is 52. Nice. Let me see. Travis Knight is 52, I think. So, and Jared Leto is 54, I think. 53, 54. So I'd like to hear what Chuck would have preferred or what direction he was looking for. Was Chuck the one that didn't like the movie? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's move this along. AJ knows I want a graphically violent and serious movie, but I love whatever we got. That's all right. Yeah, well, hey, some people would have loved the Lord of the Rings take of this film, And then in that kind of situation, do you even use names like Fisto and Ram Man? Probably not, right? You use their classics, canonical names.
I think they'd have to have some sort of, or they just don't make fun of. They just use those names, but there's just seriousness to it.
Didn't Man of Steel, they kind of stayed away from Superman other than this in joke, oh, you're really like a Superman, and then that was it. But yeah. Alf says, Torton, hi, I made cool custom of him, and there's a few good STL file kits out there for him. Yeah, I can't believe that got announced today. So they're really going deep with those.
Yeah, but I appreciate that, though. You know what I mean? If it's going to keep the line going, it is, right? Now that we're probably going to lose Masterverse pretty soon, so, you know, it's great that Origins is continuing.
Don't say that. Hopefully it comes back. So, I
hope they finish classics. I hope they finish the vintage collection. That would be awesome if they continue on that line.
The vintage collection for Masterverse, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were just talking earlier that we got word that they're going to continue the cartoon collection Filmation, so that's not over for Origins, Jay. So you never know with Masterverse; they could pop one out a couple a year. You just never know. Tripop says, I got into Motu late in the game when Origins first dropped in 2020. I'm 36 and took my 14 and 9-year-old to see the movie, and we all loved it. I've really come to love Motu and the colorful characters. Nice. Gabriel says, got 44. I admit I felt sad for the low box office. I want to see it a third time in the movie theater. Yeah. I think we're definitely all a little bit bummed, I think. So
I think you're probably gonna have to start skipping around.
You guys brought up John Carter of Mars, right?
Yeah, I brought up how it was just gone.
How much did that make in the theater? Do you remember what the box office was?
I'll look it up.
It was a catastrophe.
Was it a catastrophe?
Yeah.
Let's see. Elixir is in Costa Mesa. You hear that? Micah says the Elixir is in Costa Mesa.
It made $285 million worldwide.
Wow. So this is what I thought was going to happen with Motu. So it made 73 million domestic, but 211 internationally.
Oh, so it's going to end up doing more than Motu. And you have to adjust dollars for inflation.
Right.
So
had a budget of 350 million though.
Yeah, that's the difference. Actually, Motu's closer to breaking even. Because John Carter is still almost 100 million over in debt right now.
Well, you say 150 million versus what? How much did it make in total?
They made $284 million worldwide, but the budget was 350 million. So that's almost $100 million.
So 75 shy. So if you just want to do that, what are we looking at for Masters of the Universe? It's
reportedly the budget for Masters was 150 million.
So it's 110. Well, no, it was 175 to 200, depending on variety. And
okay, fine. Let's go with 200. So they're almost like by that measure, they're almost identical in their final totals.
I was gonna say, yeah, its opening weekend it did 30 million.
So with inflation, that might be what, 40 million now? 45? Yeah, somewhere around there. What a bummer. Let's see. Anybody, can you get me a Spike or movie figure from Pedro? Target exclusive, but here in Portugal, there aren't any Target. Yeah, that's always a bummer.
I mean, Pedro, if you really want one, I got a ton coming here to Walmart for whatever reason. But I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people out there who can get you one. But if you still need one, let me know.
Ryan says it's very sad how it bombed, which I assume it means it'll be another 40 years before another one.
Either it's going to be really soon or never.
Let's all meet up, guys. Oh, and I like this one. This is Brick. Yeah, I'm imagining Meg and Joey watching Kenny sleep. I'm so behind these comments that when Brick says I got that reference, AJ. Planes, Trains, Automobiles. Okay, now I know what he's talking about. Yeah.
How about those Bears? Yeah.
I think you should go to Kiss My Grits because he has he's talking about things about Motu's box office. He had some good points in there.
Okay. I don't think we said hi to Ricky J though. Hi guys. I'm not sure why others are unhappy with the film as new fans are watching the movie. After videos I did on my channel, we need to take the rose tinted glasses off and be happy with what we got.
Yeah, but there's people that don't want to settle. I get that point, but again, to Chuck's point, I'm sure he was looking for something very different than what he saw on screen, which is why he felt like he was getting slapped in the face. I didn't feel that way at all. I loved it. So
Yeah, there's some fans that really can't stand Filmation but love 2000X, and if you're that type of person, I wouldn't be happy with the movie.
I was gonna say I can understand why some people weren't happy with it. It's not a perfect film, you know. I gave it a 9.
You're not gonna satisfy everybody at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But was there something for everybody to take away from this film? Yes, I'd like to believe so. But as we've been mentioning it earlier, there are a lot of people who just want an Alcala style, Frank Frazetta style of Masters of the Universe. The reality is that that's not something that today's audiences want. You know what I mean? So that would never have been made in this climate. Now we're finding out that barbarians are coming right back into style though on television, right?
Right.
Because
Shows. Yeah.
like Gedi Tatarovsky's, he's from Primal
Conan.
is now doing Conan, right? And Primal is crazy. If you guys haven't seen Primal yet, Primal is definitely Frazetta, definitely Alcala. And now I'm expecting that Conan will be almost like a spiritual Alcala style He-Man, but of course it's its own thing. Conan is one of the inspirations for He-Man, so I'm excited about this.
Arnold announced King Conan the movie, which
God,
pretty interesting.
whatever, man. There's another one. I'm gonna go ahead and say it again. Hopefully, lightning strikes thrice. I'll believe it when I see it. Okay, like quite literally. So hopefully, me saying that will make it come true. But
that King Conan movie was announced before he became governor.
Dude, it's crazy.
It was called King Conan, Crown of Iron.
I've been waiting for King Conan. I just wanted to see the old man Conan pass it on to somebody who's not Jason Momoa. Please, let's not do Jason Momoa.
Keep him out of it. Huh?
But he looked the part. That movie bombed, by the way. Ooh, that one bombed hard. Something like 16 million in the U.S. total.
Dude, that's even worse than Master Universe. Come on,
I know, 100 million budget. That was rough. Blue Orange says if it dropped in April or May, I think it would have been had more momentum heading into this very competitive box office for movie dollars. In all fairness, Blue Orange, at the time when they scheduled it, Scary Movie was not that weekend. And who would have thought that, as Jay likes to call it, backdoors or obsession with backdoors would have been such a hit. You know, that it was such a clear weekend. But I think when they looked at the analytics, the people behind Scary Movie, they said, oh, we want to go up against Masters of the Universe more than Spielberg's movie because, it wasn't testing very well, Masters of the Universe, unfortunately. So,
well, selfishly, for the Motuniverse angle, I think it's really good that it came out when it did, right?
True.
Hey.
Yeah, we kept saying that in the beginning, Kenzo. Like, if the movie stinks, at least Motuniverse happens before it, and we won't know. We'll be ignorance is bliss.
We caught the peak hype of it for sure, right after the premiere. Yeah.
Oh,
you know what? There one thing. If I am disappointed in anything, it's that people are sort of not all people, but there's the part of the community which is basically saying, "Oh, this movie is part of the doom and gloom of Master Universe. If this movie doesn't do well, Master Universe is finished." Right? I think that that's not what's happening. As a matter of fact, I think it has actually brought in new attention to Master Universe. It's brought so much awareness to Master Universe, and I think new fans are going to be curious and will continue to become curious after it hits streaming, because streaming is that one great barrier that allows you to watch movies that you've never seen before and allows you to watch movies years later that all of a sudden you discover and then you realize, what the hell is this? Where did this come from? Right? I mean, there's a whole bunch of what's called comic book style movies that I've never heard of. And all of a sudden I'm watching them like, where the hell was this? 2018, this thing was made. I was like, what the hell? Right. And I was literally like, I missed this entirely, but I found it years later. And you know what? I really enjoyed it. So I think that this allows for Master Universe to continue in some degree. And I think people just underestimated the value of theatrical movie release years later.
So Ryan says, I'm a bit skeptical of what Amazon said. Of course, they said what they did. Yeah, I have to agree with Ryan. I know, Kenzo, you're saying they'd be quiet. Actually, they're never quiet. They always answer your stockholders. It just depends on the press or the media picking up. They have these like conference calls for their shareholders, and they always refer to whatever projects are out. But this one got picked up by Forbes. But if you go on Mattel's corporate website,
Always have something.
they're always talking. Yeah, because they have to talk to their shareholders.
Right. They got
Yeah.
shareholders. Yeah.
Yeah. So Warren says we all got the power. Yes, we all have the power. And I hope this is not coming across as doom and gloom, guys, as we're doing this autopsy of Masters of the Universe. I mean, I think I could speak up for all four of us. We're all thrilled. You know, we're still thrilled. We're still pinch me. I can't believe this movie happened, you know? And even though, oh, nice.
I just got the new color one.
Nice.
It's darker than the light blue one that I have. Amazon's sending them out. So,
Which one do you prefer, Kenzo?
yeah, I like them both. I just wanted them both. It's like the dark gray and the light gray for the Skelenites on the core line. I'm like, I just want them both. That's cool. I don't like one better than the other.
Hi, Mega J. I don't have a DVD or Blu-ray, but I'm getting it on every platform, including Amazon Prime. All right.
Including Betamax. Oh, no.
I collected the '87 movie in every format I could. I have a Laserdisc. I have a DVD. I've got a Blu-ray. I've got and I'm going to buy the new edition that's rumored to be coming out very soon, which has rumored additional footage. So I'm 100% getting as many of the '87 films as I can.
Ricky also says, hi, Kenzo. Glad you guys are promoting the film. Maximo is on Facebook, and he said saw it 6 times, including the Hollywood premiere.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Mattel was so awesome. Inviting all the fans out there through Mattel Creations. Jeez. I can't get over how awesome they were. When Amazon announced they were rebooting Gem and the Holograms, they made me more hopeful for a Motu sequel because Gem is, in my opinion, a much bigger risk to reboot than Motu. Amazon is going full nostalgia.
And they already did a Gem in 15 or something like that, or 14, and it bombed really bad.
Yeah. I think it might be less of a risk in regards to budget. It doesn't require a huge budget. Kiss my grits. And there's probably more of a chance of something like that being a hit with younger audiences that have no idea it's a nostalgia property. So I don't know. Like, I got 2 boys, a son and a stepson. And, I honestly asked them, would you guys see Masters Universe if I wasn't dragging your ass to see this? And neither of them said no. Both of them thought the trailer looked cool, but, I was like, you're not in trouble. Just be honest with me. Would you go? No.
Gem and the Holograms 2015 did 2.18 million.
But you know what? In all fairness, though, Mike, I don't even remember that came out. I learned about that years later. I had no idea it came out when it came out, so I suspect the promotion wasn't that great.
Well, actually, here we go. It only had a $5 million budget, so what the heck was that?
There you go.
Still didn't make it though.
Right?
Still did not make
Synergy was like cardboard. No, joking.
But there is still a chance of, in streaming and in home video of that thing actually making a profit.
How did Hot Wheels do? I'm curious. How did Hot Wheels do?
Hot Wheels is John Cena. Oh no, not Hot Wheels.
That's Matchbox.
Matchbox. Never mind.
Hot Wheels isn't out yet.
Yeah.
Sorry. What was the other toy related property that? Oh, I know. How did Battleship do?
Oh, that
Oh,
bombs.
jeez.
Yeah. See, I'm looking at all these toy related movies, and I'm wondering if it's just a pattern, because they are announcing a whole bunch of toy related movies, and I'm not talking about Toy Story, kids. That's not what I'm talking about.
I think Dragons
Actually considered a major box office bomb. But how? It says 303 million versus a budget of 209 million.
Yeah, advertising.
It's not just advertising, Mike. Remember, they don't
Yeah.
the studio doesn't make 300 million. They'll make 50% of that in the US.
Yeah.
The studio,
Oh yeah.
the
It
theaters
says
get
the
the
movie
other
only
half.
kept half their gross ticket sales, so
Yeah,
not
and
nearly enough
the
to cover
advertising
the
budget.
massive production and marketing expenses.
Exactly,
Yeah.
marketing expenses.
And they did better than Masters of the Universe.
The
With Dungeons
marketing
and
for Master Universe was massive too.
Massive. With Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, which is on Paramount streaming network, Paramount Plus, 208 million against 150 million budget, and that's considered a failure.
Yeah, but I think just barely. I think that if it had another 50 or 60 million, it probably would have made back its budget, its advertising budget, which is sad because it is actually measured against the actual whole lump sum, which is unfortunate.
Brick says, yeah, Dungeons and Dragons isn't Disney. Yeah, but they're not continuing the sequels. Well, I don't know. I don't mean to be a downer. I would love this too, but I just tend to be practical. Like a lot of people gave me grief when I was concerned about Scary Movie testing better than Masters of the Universe, and that turned out. Geez,
did you see we had a super chat?
Oh no, I did not see that. Holy crap! Let's go.
It's under the starred.
Yeah, I know. It's not showing me the full page. Hang on. Let me just go back to it on top. It's not showing me. Damn it. Usually I have this little thing on top. Column. What time was it said? Can you find it?
12:23.
12:23? Okay.
Sorry, so 3:33.
3:33.
3:23, sorry, 3:23.
If you look on StreamYard, it's already starred. It automatically stars. It automatically stars your super chats on StreamYard.
Yeah, but I can't sort right now.
No. All you got to do is
you just move it over.
Look at your chat. If you look at your chat,
yeah,
it
look
live
at
and
starred.
starred.
If you're looking starred, it's automatically starred for super chats.
Starred comments. Yeah.
Yeah, if you go to starred comments, it's right there.
Yeah, but
sorry, you don't see it?
No, I normally see that
Weird.
column. I would show you guys the screenshot, and I could go.
That
right
column
to it.
showed up for a second, and then it went away for mine. Like that was weird.
So you said when? At 3:20 when?
3:23 your time.
Okay. Who was it? I don't even see it.
I don't see
It
it
was
either.
from Black Genghis.
Black Genghis. Oh. I don't see it either.
Yeah, I don't
It
see it.
says, "Congrats to a fantastic inaugural Motuniverse. It was an honor and a privilege to meet you fine folks at the premiere. It's incredible watching the world discover this film in the world of Eternia."
Yeah, I don't see it.
Thank you, Black Angus. Always good to see you, brother.
That's weird.
It was great hanging out with you at the premiere.
Maybe it's a super chat for Motuniverse, which is why you don't see it.
That's
Which
probably
I didn't
why.
think
You
Motuniverse could
you
get
see-
super chats yet.
You see them all. You see them all. It doesn't matter.
Normally I do, Jay, but I don't see the column right now.
Yeah, no, I don't
Maybe
see it either.
Yeah.
Which surprised me. I'm shocked. It should be right here. Mike, where are you seeing it?
Literally on the right hand side of my screen, there's comments and there's live and then there's starred. And I click to the starred tab.
Yeah,
and
starred,
it's
exactly. Yeah.
I didn't even see him in the chat.
You know, mine vanished. Check it again, Mike, because mine vanished. Maybe it was from the last stream.
Maybe.
I'm gonna send this to you guys in the.
No. We believe you, and you read it out. It's all good.
Yeah.
So a huge shout out to
That's all that matters. You read
huge
it
shout
out.
out to Black Angus. Thank you, Black Angus. Always great to hang out with you, brother.
My buddy
$10
Customs
super chat.
agrees with Mikey and says, I don't like Game of Thrones either, so you're not alone. So
All right, my buddy.
I did not like
My
how it ended.
buddy.
You know, I like the new one though. What was
Good
it
to see you,
called?
my buddy. Good to see you, bud.
So Warren says I just read the Motu movie will be on Prime, August or September.
Which is why it'd be perfect to promote that at San Diego Comic-Con the end of July. So hopefully we get a big presence for that.
Dario says, as much as I love fantasy, I didn't watch a single episode of Game of Thrones. Something just never clicked with me. It's with you, people.
Wiener, 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 wiener.
Come on, that's a good soundtrack. Mossman says it's a wet heat. Yeah. Mossman Sean, it's a wet heat on me and Jay's side for
I
sure.
don't know how you guys do that.
I don't know how Mikey says, oh, it's hot over here too. 75.
San
Well, and he
Diego, for
gets
whatever
65
reason,
and he puts on a jacket, like, you know.
yeah,
we're
San Diego
walking
for
around
whatever
in
reason is
snow
a
and
very
shorts.
dry heat. It's crazy. Like they're right by the ocean, but it's a really really dry heat. It's crazy. Like you don't really sweat much. I'm surprised.
Future War says I heard some people jumping in the ocean in the UK because there was no AC.
Dude, they're saying that the signs are melting. The actual plastic signs are melting over there. Which
That's
is nuts.
crazy.
Now, don't bother looking it up. It's half of it's AI. But I have heard reports of actual plastic signs melting in the UK, which is crazy. And a statistic came out the other day. Apparently, 3,000 deaths have been linked to heat-related incidents over the last couple of years, which
crazy.
is nuts. Get some air conditioning, guys. Like put some incentives. You know, the government over there just has to give subsidies because that's nuts. You can't let people suffer like that. That's crazy. That is nuts.
Yeah.
Amazon Mattel have a backup plan either way, says Ricky J. Martinez. I don't think that's it for Masters of the Universe, but do you know what, guys? I do think it won't survive very long once the men and women of a certain age are senior citizens. I just don't. Just like what the 12 and under, usually that number is big, even though it's a PG-13. Usually with the Marvel films and stuff, that thing is big. You know, kids want to go see those superheroes. I don't know if it's going to carry on with the younger generations. I mean, everyone's forcing their own kids, but I don't think it's going to be enough to sort of. This might die with us, you know. So
yeah, where like Spider-Man had, you know, whether it's the 70s, 80s, 90s, even today, there's just massive amount of Spider-Man fans of all ages. Yeah. I can see, sadly, Masters Universe, once we're, you know, another 20 to 30 years might not be quite as in the spotlight.
We'll all be senile, so we won't know.
It won't matter, yeah.
I like the guy in furry underwear. What?
I'm in my diaper. My Masters of the Universe. What would it? Loincloth diapers.
They're going to get a contract with
Skeletor
Depends.
hearing aids.
Like in 20 years, they're going to get a Depends contract. That's what they're going to do.
Yes!
The universe depends. Yeah.
Yes. My He-Man depends.
You still have the power, even though you don't have control.
You have the
might
power
not-
to piss your pants.
That's awesome, Kenzo. You might not have control, but you still have the power.
That's right.
You have the power, the PP power.
You have the power to pee anytime you
geez.
want.
Masters of the Universe, vitamins. Like, come on.
Yeah,
They're gonna go all in.
Masters of the Universe fiber.
Oh. You have the power to go to the bathroom.
Yes. What's sad is we're kind of already there, you know?
Yeah.
So, Masters. Well, I'm like, all right.
We're teetering on the, you know, we're
Yes,
teetering.
we are. Brooke Schonerfield says, going through withdrawals completely out of my area. Drove 90 miles to see it the last two times.
Wow.
Brooks.
Wow.
Bravo,
Hope
man.
to get the
Bravo.
Blu-ray ship notification soon. Seriously. Oh. Or what about those fans that didn't have it in France and they had to drive to, I think, Belgium?
Someone just wrote in the comments from Facebook, said they were from France. Francisco at 334. I live in Paris. Movie never came out. I hate you all.
Oh, man.
Brick says Amazon has always been trying to legitimize themselves as a Hollywood force. They have no problem spending on traditional flops. They commit, like with Rings of Power, which I enjoyed, by the way. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's...
Yeah, I tried to get into that Rings of Power show. Like, obviously, I love Lord of the Rings, which is weird because I love Lord of the Rings, but I don't care for Game of Thrones. But my wife and I watched the first season of Rings of Power, and then the second, we just kind of fell off.
I enjoyed the Rings of Power, but I didn't. But I had to separate myself from, you know, what I know from Tolkien lore from what I know from that show, because for a while I was like, that didn't happen. That's not happening. What the heck are they talking about? I ended up doing that a lot. Once I started saying, you know what, this isn't Lord of the Rings. It's a spin-off of Lord. Once I started giving it that kind of moniker, I was like, okay, I can watch this now. Because if I get stuck in the idea of, you know, Iluvatar and, you know, all the other Maiar and, you know, if I get into that, it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. But the way they've created their own new world, it's fun. It's a fun series. It really is, right? And they're drawing from things that happen in the lore, and they concentrate on that, which is fine, right? So as long as you're okay with new lore, you're good.
Did you guys check out the what was that called? Return to Dark Crystal. You remember that on Netflix?
The Dark Crystal.
I never really got into the Dark Crystal.
Sequel?
Like that movie used to scare the shit out of me as a kid, so I
The
never
sex-
really
the
cared
sexies?
for it.
Smells like a gelfling. Yeah.
Yeah, Gelfling. I was always bummed that didn't continue on. Kiss My Grits Florida says, well, Warner Brothers was forced to admit that Supergirl is a failure. Did they say those exact words? I don't remember them saying those exact words.
No, no one will ever say it was a villain.
Yes.
What they're going to say is something. We are disappointed with the numbers. It wasn't what we expected. Just like what happened with Motu. They're saying this is part of a holistic strategy, which you know what. Maybe it is. Maybe
Well, I
it's
think
not.
even James Gunn said, overall the universe is still healthy, and I don't know. What was the Supergirl's budget? Let's see, Supergirl.
Oh, it was probably a lot.
It was pretty high. It was pretty high.
The movie was all right. I was going in I have the movie pass, which was the only reason I really went to go see it, and I watched it and I left entertained. It wasn't terrible.
Guys, this Masters of the Universe. It's 170 to 186 million budget, including a marketing budget of 120 million. So it's just like Masters.
That movie was made on less than a $200 budget. That doesn't even seem possible.
Sure, it does. Masters of the Universe look gorgeous. And
No,
a lot
it
of
did. But what I'm trying to say is that what I'm trying to say is that there's way more special effects in Supergirl. I would imagine because they have like levitating bikes. They have Supergirl's got like freaking laser eyes and all that, and she's flying all over the place. I would imagine that has a lot more.
Lobo's cigar, like just Jason Momoa talked about it, and it's like electric or whatever. So when he sucks in, it glows, and then he blows out like big smoke, And just seeing that in the movie, I'm like, man, that just looks so tacky now. Like knowing that that's electric.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what it says. Yeah. So
fascinating.
Yeah. Let's see. Motu is generally a great movie, and Supergirl was garbage. And it pains me to say, as besides She-Ra, Supergirl is my favorite female hero. I feel like Gunn's trying to ape off Amazon, saying, "Oh, I don't care about it."
I'm not a big fan of the actress that they picked for her, though. She's, I don't know, just not the right fit for Supergirl from what I can feel.
Well, look, definitely they're not happy about Supergirl, and definitely they're not happy about Motu. In regards, they would have preferred both movies to be like big, gigantic openers, and big.
I actually had to watch. I had not had to, but I watched the first Supergirl because I was going to be on that 757 Hustle show, and he was doing a review, like a new review of an old movie with our new TVs, basically. Yeah. And I don't know if I had seen the first one, the early 80s one ever. And I had watched it and I was like, cheesy, but I loved the cheese. Like, I mean, that's my jam, right? So like, I don't know. I didn't hate it, but it was just really cheesy. But yeah, it's not bad. Yeah. It's worth a watch if you haven't seen it.
Dislodge says I'll get the 4K, but I'm wondering if leaving the Prime stream going all day and night on a loop will help the sequel happening. Yeah, we were talking about that. I don't think it'll help.
I wished. I was hoping.
Yeah.
I had a plan, and AJ just,
shot it down.
Shot me down.
Yeah, and then I'll go, well, look at the million times it was watched. So,
well, it's just, yeah.
It's how it goes, more about the sets of eyes versus eyes just repeating it. But guys, maybe maybe they follow up with a series like a She-Ra series or something. I can't see them going back theatrically, not after the results, but maybe they look at it and say, let's do a live action She-Ra follow up.
I hope so. I mean, whatever iteration we get, I'm good
straight to streaming movie, if any sort of movie.
Yeah. And I don't know what stars will return for a straight to streaming movie. I don't know.
This is my biggest question right here. I don't think was happy.
Well, Jared Leto, you can hide, but would Nicholas Galitzine, is his contract just for cinema? Would he just show up in a? He's done streaming movies before, or maybe Idris Elba, right?
That would be tough. Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah. Brick something says, yeah, I think that was the film cut for Godfather and Dune and 10 Commandments, Kenzo, not just for HBO. Yeah, the intermission, like Jay was talking about, is really popular. Should we, guys, should we get into the figures real quick?
Yeah.
These 2 Skeletor figures.
Hmm.
So I know Jay was talking like we need to talk about this. So because these figures are pretty cool. And I'm really sad that I can't buy them right now based on my financial situation. Should I get into the real quick with the box office? Was there any comments underneath at all from anyone today?
I think just the Kiss My Grits, if you want to read his 4, because he listed off 4 reasons.
What
That was the
time
only thing
did
I
Kiss My
saw.
Grits?
So was that 4:33 your time?
Okay, let me jump ahead.
And while we're finding that, might I add, HE-MANIA.com. I mean, talk about just a hub of information of Motu. Like, come on, guys. If you're not going to HE-MANIA.com to look up your Motu information, what are you doing? Anyway.
Thanks, Kenzo.
I know
agree.
AJ would never say it, but
I agree.
All right. So Kiss My Grits is what Mike was saying. In my opinion, Motu's box office was affected by 4 things. Bad timing. Motu hit an unexpected traffic jam opening weekend with Obsession, Backrooms, and Scary Movie taking younger and female audiences away.
Which is what you were discussing earlier, where those were kind of unexpected hits, Obsession and Backrooms.
Yeah. And bad timing, guys. Do you think, like, they really missed their opening? Like, Motu should have came 10 years ago, 15 years ago, back when, imagine if it came during the age of Transformers. Would it have scored more? It would, because men and women of a certain age were a lot younger then. I mean.
But then again, I don't know. Maybe it was right timing on that end, because 10 years ago or whatever. I mean, I'm working at the prison. I had no idea. Like, when, just like with Matty Collector, I had no idea. Like, I had no idea. I was busy with life and everything else. I had no idea. But once I kind of got to a certain point, and I was like, oh, I'm ready. Like, so 19 hit, and I just like started loading up. And it was one of those. I don't know. Maybe the timing was wrong or right, but either way, I mean, and plus the technology with, special effects and things like that, and
Well, I
the
think
improvements in that.
Their bad timing is, just probably like a few
month to month. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez, we couldn't even make the 1987 movie a hit. Jeez,
Right.
And that was the decade.
Right.
Even kids then were like, screw that, I guess, right? Because that was the most popular
think
toy.
about the whole loincloth, the outfits. Like, there's a lot of jokes and a lot of, like, we've always been kind of the stepchild of
So not getting off too far off topic for this one, but not sure if it had any correlation. But recently, Warner Brothers has just announced that they are now developing Thundercats, but as a cartoon property for a movie, right? That literally has just happened, right? So again, not sure if it's in any correlation with what's happening with Motu, but that brings up the question: did Motu miss his calling for live action, or is there still opportunity for a full cartoon theatrical release? Because I think that would be interesting in and of itself, right? I would love to see, the story of Despara from Powerhouse Animation up on the big screen. I think that would be insane. I don't
know, with Transformers, what was that animated one, most recent one called?
Well, there was a CG one, which was the
one, yeah, which was great, which was a great show,
was amazing.
great movie.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
The problem with
they
one,
didn't promote that.
Yes, they did, but they promoted it as a kids. They promoted it very much like a kids film, and a kids sensibilities, and kids this and kids that. The reality is, if you actually watch the film, it starts out a little bit more like a kids film, but it gets darker and darker and darker as the film goes on.
Yeah,
it's actually
big time.
a really good film.
I don't know, Jay. I can't see them spending money for a theatrical release for Masters of the Universe. If it was a huge hit, then I could see it. Like Spider-Man. We got the Spider-Verse ones. We even have the Noir, the Spider-Man Noir on Netflix.
No, I hear you, but it doesn't. But then, by that notion, that's fine. Knowing that Netflix is involved, then why not direct to streaming? They already did a. Sorry, not Netflix. Knowing that Amazon MGM is involved, we already had two direct-to-streaming cartoon series. So why not a theatrical, direct-to-streaming movie? I think there's still some opportunities there.
I think
But
if
yeah.
anything has proven anything with this release is analysts would say there might be an audience on streaming, but there's not an audience in theaters.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So maybe.
I mean, I would love to be not true. I would love to be completely wrong with that, but just looking at it from afar.
Yeah. Did you find the Kiss My Grits 4 comments? I see them. I can read them off if you want.
We had one, but
We had
didn't
one.
get
Number
to. There you
2,
go.
Jared
Go
Leto.
up 2 more.
Well, he already did the first one.
We did one.
Oh,
We
you
one.
did one already. Okay.
Yeah. Number 2, Jared Leto. Hate to say it, but no matter how good his performance was, general audiences don't like him, especially women.
Some truth to that.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if that's true. But I mean, women seem to be at the center of his controversies. But anyway,
There's certain women that do like him, but majority, I would say, don't.
We're deep in the weeds. I don't know if there's a lot of women out there that even knew Jared Leto was Skeletor. They've kept him away from the marketing.
That was the thing, yeah.
I think that's really what it
kind of leans into his number 3 if you go down to his number 3.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, his performance is great. Again, his.
But just his name pushed people away from watching it.
I doubt that. I doubt that very much.
I don't know.
I heard
There's
it straight from people's mouths saying that.
There's stigma around him that people just don't want to have anything to
Jared
do with.
Leto,
him,
I'm
his
out.
movies.
That's literally what I heard somebody say. I'm not. No.
Look. If that was true, Tron Ares would not have even gotten any sort of box office.
Well, that built
But-
to that was a stepping stone of why they didn't like him. Like that was a whole.
not really.
Well, I think the
Yeah,
movie geeks, Kenzo, are like, Jared Leto, he always does flops. He's back in box office poison, but those are the main movie geeks. But you need a lot more than movie geeks to just watch YouTube videos all
agree.
day.
It's a small, loud audience. That's true.
Yeah. I think it's very exaggerated. I don't think his performance actually had much to do with it.
Number 3 was a bad marketing plan. There should have been a bigger push on YouTube and TikTok to get younger audiences interested. The movie largely appeared.
That I disagree with.
Yeah, I disagree completely.
They definitely were on YouTube. I don't
They were
have
on
TikTok.
They were on everywhere.
They embraced the song.
They literally had
did a
Coachella. They had Coachella's for
They were
young
everywhere.
people.
They were everywhere. No,
yeah.
I totally disagree.
That I disagree.
They were everywhere. They were everywhere. Like before and leading up to, it was massive. I was seeing it everywhere, right?
I just
And
saw
they-
Bricks
they-
that
as you
got
said,
around.
They went on
Later
Fortnite
break.
for God's sakes.
Yeah, they were on Fortnite.
They literally did the work. They did. They spent the money. So, and I don't know if it's bad marketing. I don't believe so either. The marketing was great. Like the videos, the thing that the little featurettes, all those things. They were awesome. They really were trying to get people invested in the film.
And there was a big young audience appeal to those two main actors, Camellia and Nicholas Galitzine.
Which is why they sent them to Brazil. Did you see the reception in Brazil?
Yeah,
That was massive.
Awesome.
It was massive.
Yet Jay, it didn't open number 1 in Brazil. I checked every country.
I'm shocked.
Yeah,
I really am shocked.
yeah.
But it's it is a 40-year-old property. You know what I mean? I think that's really the younger audiences just don't recognize it. It is what it is. You know
what I think could have helped. I mean, maybe not huge, but if the video game came out on time,
I think so too. Video games do change a lot, which is a shame, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get some answers at San Diego. Who knows? I heard it might be there. So.
Number 4, the humor in camp. While us Motu superfans appreciate all the Filmation nods and Easter eggs, general audiences just didn't get it. Yeah, that was the one thing I was curious how people were going to react to the Filmation laughs. They have no idea what the heck that means, right?
They're like, why is this so awkward? What are they doing? Yeah.
But my wife had no idea, and she loved the movie. So, and she never inquired about that. I was wondering, is she going to say, why are they
didn't get it, but it didn't diminish the movie entertainment part of it. Right. Yeah. I agree. Because that's the thing. Like, even people that aren't big Motu guys that like, G.I. Joe, they do the other side. But it's even that they say, gosh, the movie was this and that, but I had fun. And it's like, what else do you want to do? Like, I understand, like, unless you're going to nitpick and you're going to whatever, and some people do, but Like, did you enjoy yourself? Like, do you allow yourself to have fun in your life, for God's sakes? Like, come on, man, just be happy.
And think Guardians of the Galaxy, because Guardians of the Galaxy was greenlit at a time before the MCU was the MCU, and that was touted as a big risk at the time. The talking raccoon, the talking tree. Even the original first Thor movie didn't make a huge amount of money. The original Captain America movie, the first one, didn't make a huge amount of money. Incredible Hulk did not, obviously, didn't get a sequel. So Guardians of the Galaxy was a big risk, but that had a lot of humor. So I don't think the humor and the out of this world characters is responsible for ruining this film. I think
A lot of them are beloved, right? I mean,
yeah, I think it's more about what Kenzo's saying. Loincloths, barbarians and loincloths, man, is worse than the Western. It's gone past us, and I don't know if that's ever going to come back. I hear you, Jay. I would love Conan to be like huge. I don't think it's going to be huge. You know, it's ever going to come back well. People are going to try to bring it back because they're fans, but
I mean, like I'm not saying it's going to do like incredibly well. That's not what I'm trying to say. But what I'm thinking is that with the Primal doing as well as it is, because it's doing really well. Like they've gotten season. I think they're going to do like they're going to finish off the season, maybe even do a season 4 or 3 or something like that. Mm-hmm. I think that there are a lot of people who knowing that Primal fans are out there, they're also going to do the Conan direction as well. Because again, it's just that type of audience, right? There are fans out there who will watch it. So, and I'm hoping that they're younger fans. I'm hoping so. Yeah.
Now with the He-Man reaction, I don't think King Conan gets made. So I don't think we'll see the light of day of that. Arnold's never coming back, unfortunately.
Well, the movie, no, but the television show is already have been greenlit. Like
Francesco says, "I live in Paris. The movie never came out in French theaters. I hate you all." Nah, I'm totally kidding. You're doing an absolutely fantastic follow-up. So what do you think of Amazon? Super selective. Some countries get it. Others can cry release strategy. So I don't know what your thoughts are, but what I heard is it's not very popular in France to begin with. And because of the laws in France that if you play it in a theater, you have to wait many, many months before you're allowed to show it to streaming to support movie theater owners. So they realized it wasn't going to do well to begin with. And they said, let's not, put it in theaters, only make $1 million and then have to wait. What is it? Some outrageous amount, like 12 months before it could come on streaming. So they just bypassed it. So I understand why. It just kind of stinks. And I feel bad for everyone in France. Jeez. You want to talk about those figures, guys? So let's bring that in finally. So, is Mikey gone?
He said he'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh, some people in the comments said like only one Skeletor. Only time will tell. But in any case, the comments on HE-MANIACS.com, by the way, under the box office article. Only time will tell. But in any case, this film is a miracle to me, especially after several decades of trying to make it happen. Basically, the box office can't tell the difference between a good and a bad movie. All it can do is give you numbers. And for me, it's not the point. And Lurker says, sadly, it is the point for those greenlighting sequels. But yeah, they can't take this movie away from us, at least, guys. That's one thing. We'll always have it. It'll always be wonderful for people who found it wonderful. Any other good points? I'm bummed. This is from Battlecat327. I am bummed as anyone that this movie isn't doing well. It's now my favorite movie of all time. Me too. It's everything I could ever wanted in a He-Man movie, except for no Cringer transformation. I don't know how you could have ended the movie any better with the fans, He-Man and Battlecat riding into their next adventure with the theme song playing. Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's get into what Jay wanted to make sure we talked about, and that was the figures. So Jay, do you want to go to Dream Date or Jim Bro first?
No, you know what? If I think you could just leave it here. They're both here, and they're both very important. And I think that I think that obviously the SDCC exclusive Jim Bro. When you watch the film, right? And like, there's no point in not talking about a spoiler. This is already there, right? But
Mhm.
yeah, I'm really happy that they decided to go with this, and it's a perfect SDCC exclusive. It really is, because if you don't want it, then you don't have to buy it. If you love the film, then it's definitely available. You can, like, it's going to be available on Mattel Creations. It's going to be available at the show. And come on, this guy is like, I've always loved the idea of mashups for cosplay. Very creative mashups for cosplay. And when he showed up like this in several different incarnations, it was just like, that is so hilarious. And it was just so much fun to see him.
They knew what they were doing. Yep.
They did. And you know what? I think that this definitely is the meme generation type of idea for a character like this. And
Yeah.
I think it's perfect, honestly. Comes with a soft goods towel, comes with a whole bunch of barbells and dumbbells and, just massive amounts of weight. And
Did you see the logo on the on the weight too? That's so cool. They got the little skull and crossbones on the weight.
Yep.
The one on the bottom when you went lower, AJ.
Yep.
Right there.
Oh yeah,
They got
or
the
it's not a
crossbones.
skull, but it's
Yeah.
his chest
it's a
plate.
sigil. It's his bone
Yeah.
sigil, right? Which is great because he doesn't actually have his bone sigil
Yeah.
in the movie, right?
Ironic.
So that's a wonderful way of bringing it back, full circle. And if you look at his sneakers, they also have the bone sigil.
Yeah.
Although I may customize those, I need to have swooshes, man.
Or maybe
I
I
the
gotta-
was gonna
skull.
say
Maybe the skull is on it, Kenzo. I can't get any closer.
Do you have a trackpad, AJ?
people were upset that they weren't the Nike logo. I'm like, you know how much that would have cost to have them have the Nike logo on there?
He should have just been like,
Oh, it might be Kenzo.
calling a favor to your dad, Travis. Come on.
Move over to the sneakers, AJ. You might be able to see a better shot.
Okay.
The sneakers? No, it's
Nope.
just that's
There's
just the
no-
round. That's just the round sigil. But the sneakers, I think, might
All
have.
right. Let me get out and in here. Okay.
No, it's just
Oh,
the round.
just round.
No, it's
It's just a round disc.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the top.
it's just his original sigil, which is still cool, right? But it's really cool that he's getting these awesome sneakers. You know what I mean?
Headband?
Customizers are going to go
Headband.
nuts.
Yeah, the headband.
I love the headband. Customizers are going to go nuts for this. This is going to
I'm
be
here for it, man.
awesome.
I'm here for it. Hell yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna have to set up a whole section just in a weight room with them.
Yeah.
You know.
So now we have to find out. We have to wait a bated breath. Does he have the proper head sculpt? Because a lot of people are like, "Oh, you got to wait until version 2, like Kenzo did." Kenzo got version 2 by Amazon in the mail with darker body and proper head sculpt. It's hilarious. So, what's that? He's got. Oh, there it is. The full version of it. That is beautiful. There it is.
Yeah, I'm putting swooshes on that sucker.
There you go.
I think it's molded on there though. It'd be
It
tough.
is. You got to cut it out.
Add a little Dremel action.
Now,
work.
I was not expecting the soft goods on what people are calling Dream Date Skeletor. I was not expecting that at all. Very, very, very surprised at that, and I'm happy actually because that means that now we got a purple suit, right? So that's really cool. I think that's freaking awesome.
Look at that kitty. It looks like a cat more than a panther, right?
It's definitely not a panther.
Definitely a cat.
Like it's got the
Yeah.
It is crazy. I love it though.
I
So
love
good.
it too.
Yeah.
I think I saw this was around the $45 range. It was on the Mattel shop for a short period of time.
But if it's going to retail, why would it be so expensive? Is it because of the soft goods? Because
Maybe.
that would drive up the price.
Could be.
Maybe, but they pulled it, so I don't know if that's actually going to be the final price. They pulled it, unless they brought it back up again. I can look.
What are your thoughts about the soft goods, guys? Why like I know why they did it, but do you guys like the soft goods? Because I think it's a genius move. I think it's awesome.
It's just the jacket, right? I don't think it's the pants. It's just the jacket.
I think it is just the jacket. Yeah, I don't think it's the pants.
Well, there's no hinges in the. There's no articulation points in the pants.
Oh, wow,
I
yeah,
think it's
actually,
the
you're
pants too.
You
Yeah.
are correct.
Yeah.
I think it is the pants.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is even better because again, how often do you get full-legged pants on a character? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, in his vest, you see the ab crunch.
Yeah, that's definitely sculpted, right?
So cool.
I don't know. HR Skeletor is my favorite of all three dream sets. So that's
Exactly.
What
So
I want.
I'm hoping they do a trifecta. I'm hoping that somewhere down the line they get HR Skeletor,
Well, I mean, with San Diego Comic-Con coming, wouldn't you think that might be one of the ones in the in the glass case? Maybe.
Could be.
Hopefully.
To showcase, yes.
Yeah,
I would
just
hope,
for like later. Yeah.
I would hope that they show all three if they actually put it out there. I would hope that at the day one it's covered. Day two, they announce it and then they put it on the display, or they announce it on the panel and then it's in the case by the end of day two and day three.
Oh yeah, just like they do. Yeah.
What's with the black tail, guys? The top part.
That's a good question. It looks like he burned his tail.
He really does. Or he did one of those Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah.
That's odd. That's a design choice. Maybe they got it upside down. That would make more sense. No, I'm serious. That would make more sense to me upside down. That would make way more sense to me upside down.
Photographer error. Yeah.
Deco era.
No articulation on the kitty, though.
No, who cares, man? He looks awesome.
No, I know. I just wish there was that in the movie. Well, maybe if the behind the scenes.
It might be in a cutscene. It might be in a cutscene. We might see it on the Blu-ray, right?
Yeah.
So that would be awesome. If all of a sudden you just see like what is it, Dr. Evil, where he's just stroking the cat. You know what I mean? Or Dr. Claw. That would be so cool.
Mm. Yeah.
And it's not like Hasbro, so you're not getting food, because usually Hasbro would do like a food thing with their figures, right?
They did do a food thing. It's called freaking cat treats.
Yeah.
Well, no, like in the figure though, like the some of those Hasbro like HasLabs, they come with like a hot dog or something, and you're like, what are you doing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're thinking about you think about
The Joes.
the G.I. Joes, yeah.
Yeah.
The whole snowcat thing was like food themed. I was like, what are you guys doing?
What is going on? Right.
Yeah, that little cane is pretty badass.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
thing is nice.
The walking
It's a-
stick.
It's the Pimp Skeletor. That's what that is. It's literally Pimp Destro. That is Pimp Skeletor, man.
Is that the difference between a walking stick and a cane? Like the walking stick, you don't need it. It's more aesthetic.
Well, it's more of a like you can grip it and walk with it, right? Whereas a cane, you kind of like.
Okay.
Actually, no. Yeah, a staff you have to do this with, right? With a cane, you can just like grip it at the top and use it as a
This
support
one's
device,
definitely-
a third leg.
Interesting paint deco on his hand there too, huh?
Well, and the
I wonder if
Jimbro
that's-
one too has the lighter with the like striation kind of paint mix too.
No, but those look almost like they're skeleton, like
Yeah, like
skeleton
skeleton
appendages.
line.
yeah, like
right?
scare glow kind of. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Maybe that's how it was when we didn't notice it, right? When he was tossing Adam around.
Maybe.
But yeah, I'm really excited
I
for
love
this.
how he shoves the waiter, and then in the HR he shoves the
I love
freaking other employee. Like every place he
I was
goes.
hoping he would have slapped Derek. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
If Derek comes in the room, so
That would have been great.
that would have been awesome. Who's
Aces
this? That's Derek.
says, Good evening, everyone. Aces Places. Let's see. Did we say hello to Fidegan? Probably not. Okay. they're
Oh,
talking
and not
about
to be the
another-
actually guy, but it's Daryl.
That's right.
Daryl.
You know what? I have to apologize to Derek because Derek was one of our best staff members. So sorry, Derek. Well, I meant Daryl.
on those Thor things where he had a roommate. Was that Daryl too? Do you know what I'm talking about? Mike must know. There was these little funny shorts where
Yeah,
Thor was
where he was living.
Yeah, with
I
a
think
roommate.
I think that was Derek.
That might have been Derek. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one? Sorry, what are we talking about? Thor?
There was these little shorts with Thor like living in the real world. I mean, he had a roommate. His roommate.
Oh yeah, he had a pot belly and stuff, right? Like I think I remember that.
No,
Yeah.
it was Daryl. Daryl Johnson.
There you
Daryl
go.
again.
It might be a running gag. It might be a running gag across universes.
You know, this one I think is
Team
directed
Thor.
towards Kenzo here. Hubba hubba.
Hubba.
Yeah. But Fidegan says, does Henry Cavill have enough star power to make a streaming success? Time will tell. He's obviously talking about Voltron, right? So,
I think principal photography is finished. I think.
yep, that's all finished and it's coming
So,
out 2027 on streaming only. And
Yep.
it'll be. What is the budget for Voltron? That's.
It can't be much. It was direct to streaming, so
Hmm.
probably had a decent budget, but probably not as much as a full
Yeah.
theatrical release.
That doesn't say. All right. So, all right, let's close it up with some more comments. Let's see. Trying to find someone here. Jared did solid as Skeletor on Mr. Nobody, Switchback, Haunted Mansion, and We Crashed.
Yeah, Haunted Mansion. He was the ghost, Hatbox ghost, and no one knew.
Yeah, I thought he was solid on Tron, by the way. So, and I enjoyed that. Oh, Sean's in the house.
Hey,
Hey-o.
Sean.
I went to it just to have fun, and I did laugh out loud. There you go.
That's right. That's right. Dang it. Just have
There you
some
go.
fun in your life, man. People are
Yes.
just so dang upset and uptight with stuff. Just be happy.
I get there's passion behind it, Kenzo, and people have been waiting for decades and they want what they think is the best incarnation.
I think that was more of an umbrella for the world right now at this point. Just be happy, everybody.
There's a lot of Thor fans out there that hate the Thor movies, that turn Thor into a joke, and so we have a giraffe in the house. Just need Jungle Tribe He-Man to step out of the portal in the sequel and just let the Conan slang style killing begin. Sorry, the Conan 5.5 figures Kenzo showed recently has me bloodthirsty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My little garage sale. Yeah.
Hey, we did get kind of like a Conan Barbarian He-Man in Snake Mountain. When he was fighting everyone in there, that was brutal. So it lacked the blood, but it was PG-13. Has anyone watched? Sean Tennant is asking, has anyone watched Tales of Eternia yet?
You know what? I want to do a reaction video. I mean, some of you guys have already seen it, but I
haven't seen it.
I'm curious. I'm curious to watch it. I really am.
It's not
First
bad.
episode's good. Second episode, it's okay. Third episode comes out tomorrow. Maybe
I
just
will
wait.
make my own. I will make my own decisions, Mike.
Well,
Thank you
wait.
very much.
You might as well wait for tomorrow because then you can do. That's 4-8. That's a 12-minute video right there to watch.
I'm just breaking them, man.
Breaking
You will love
breaking 'em.
it.
Breaking them.
Or Mattel send Jay a check and he will love it. Release the night cut Motu movie draft. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. He said there was originally a 3-hour cut. Who knows if the music was finished? And who knows if the special effects were finished? But
Hey, you know what? Again, the Justice League got a director's cut, right? So you never know.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Oh,
Anyway.
what breaks my heart is what's his face? What am I thinking of? Oh, there were some great scenes that were cut out, including one where when Pig Boy, when Moss Man is turned into mulch, Skeletor forces Pig Boy to eat the mulch.
Get out of town.
Yes.
That is so disgusting. Oh
And
my
they-
God.
And they filmed it. Aaron, who played Big Boy, said they filmed it. He actually sit there and the mulch.
Yeah. With the snap. Yeah. Oh my God. That's
Yeah. And then, but okay, I understand your reaction. Disgusting, right? I understand why they didn't include that. This one I don't understand. Steven, who played Mossman, awesome guy. He said that he was in that battle too, that early battle with Ram Man, with Fisto, with Mechanic. And he had an action scene just like the rest of them. In the beginning when the Skell Knights surge Eternia, Ram Man does his attack, Moss Man does his, Fisto does his, and Moss Man does his, where he, like vines come out of his fingers and kills all these Skeletor. And it never happened. It was cut out. Steven was saying he was watching. He couldn't wait. He's like, okay, there's John's part. There's James' part, and here comes my part. And it was cut out.
Oh,
He didn't have his moment in the sun.
that's
a shame.
painful. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're punking him off. Like it's going to be a running gag now. Like freaking, it started with Powerhouse, and now it's going to just every single freaking iteration we're going to
He's
have.
Kenny. He's going to be Kenny. Yeah.
He's Kenny. Yes.
He is Kenny. Yeah.
Someone else said in the chat he's Sean Bean because Sean Bean dies in like every movie. There's a big thing, a meme about it. But Kenny's
That's actually true. Because I mean, 007 he dies. Freaking Lord of the Rings he dies. He dies in Game of Thrones. He dies everywhere.
He just he gets killed everywhere. And poor Moss Man.
I'm trying to think of a movie. Come to think about it, I'm trying to think of a movie where he doesn't get killed. Oh my god. Yeah. That's crazy. That's
I think if you Google it, they have the whole list, and it's
my god, that is just wow.
Let's see.
Okay. Oh my god, he actually was in Final Fantasy too, and he got killed in that movie too. What?
He gets killed in
crazy. I just thought about that. I was like, that's true. He actually gets killed in every freaking film he's in. Oh my god.
Mossman Sean has a great point. I wish the gym hoodie was soft goods. That would have been sweet. It would have been cool. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I guess they didn't.
They would have had to make the whole chrome dome, the whole dome. So yeah, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, but why not? I don't know.
I mean, like, you know what? Technically, that's canon. We do see, like, anybody who watches the end of the film. I mean, like, right? I mean, you can actually use that as a prop. You can actually give that to Evil Lynn. That would have been awesome.
Matthew Carter wants to know: have you read the graphic novel Turtles of Grayskull? And do you think it would make a great animated movie with the cast of the '80s Ninja Turtles and the cast of 2002 He-Man show? Oh well, yeah, I would be there day one. I mean,
yeah, I mean, any of us would be, but
yeah, I don't think they're going to mix those properties though. Too much licensing and the cast.
Cam Clark is already 2 roles right there.
Well, I mean, they've already done it, right? The Turtles of Grayskull. Unfortunately, it ended, right? Like, it ended prematurely. Like, I was hoping they would finish off the mutants.
But an animated movie, we're talking.
Yeah, but that would be great, right? That would. I mean,
it'd be amazing. Yeah,
right?
But it's making
it's not like it's out of the realm of possibility. That's one of those goofy things that can actually happen. You know?
Do we have any examples of a license mixing together for a movie?
Batman versus TMNT.
That was a movie.
That was a movie. That was a movie. Yes, it was. It was a direct. It was a direct to streaming and direct to video movie. But yes, it was. That's one.
Batman versus the Turtles.
Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
You haven't seen it? It's great.
Pretty good.
It's an awesome film.
Okay, and
it is an awesome film.
And what was Turtles is owned by Play.
Well, and then the Turtles made an appearance on this was the Japanese version, but the Turtles made a crossover with Power Rangers. They did that, and that actually became a toy. 5 or 6 years ago.
Do we have an example that's non-Turtles? Because they were Playmates, and they were.
But we're talking about Turtles. Okay, so non-Turtles. I
wonder.
There have been a few. There have been.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of a really one that makes the most sense right now.
But that would be.
Wait a second. Hold on. You're talking about the completely unrelated properties, because there are crossovers for like other, like Marvel alone is a massive crossover universe, right? They crossover all the time, right?
Well, Marvel crossover with DC.
But, yeah, they've done that too, right? They have done that.
But on comics, I've just never seen it in movies, so I was just curious. All right, so do we have? Oh, Grayskull Cannon we hadn't talked to. Scored the Skeleton Lady Slither, $186, worth it all day.
Wow, I would have sold you mine for $186.
You're a completionist. You would not have. Liar.
Steve Quigley is on Facebook. We know Steve Quigley. What's going on?
Steve Quigley. What's going on, Steve?
Defenders.
Oh yeah.
Of the universe.
Defenders of the universe.
Yep. It should have been included in the movie Pig Boy eating Mossy Man. But maybe that
then there was no chance of Moss Man coming back if he
that
got
alone.
Yeah, unless they left a remnant of him. But
that alone has so many like absolutely terrible connotations. Like I can see the memes going crazy. Oh, so you like to eat? You like to sniff that carpet? You know, like, I can see so many freaking things wrong with that whole scenario. I can see OF going crazy with that thing. You know what I mean? Like it would be ridiculous. It would be like Mossman OF. Like jeez.
And as you know, Mike, you don't necessarily digest everything like with kale. So if you give it 2 to 3 days.
Does anybody actually, truthfully, Let me ask this question. Does anybody actually like kale? Kale is disgusting. Kale is gross.
Kenny definitely don't.
I've had it on pizza.
I don't eat rabbit food. I don't.
Dude,
I was gonna say.
but dude, listen to me. There's rabbit food. Okay, there's lettuce. There's carrots, and then there's freaking kale. Kale tastes like it's at the bottom of a garbage can. Like kale is gross, man. Kale is something you should not be eating. It is not fit for human consumption. Like it is gross.
There are like
Mikey, bring a bag of kale to San Diego Comic Con for.
Do not
Jake.
do
No.
Don't do it.
Done deal.
Don't do it. I will literally leave the building.
Two Voltron screenings in Pasadena. I imagine those are test screenings, obviously. And anything else here? Do we want to end it with something from Matthew Carter? Hey, He-Mania, what's your favorite non-He-Man role from Alan Oppenheimer? My favorite's the Falcor from Neverending Story.
That would be mine, probably. Yeah.
I really did like Koroth. I loved Koroth. I thought he was really cool as Koroth.
Would Merman be considered non-He-Man
Yes.
role?
Yes, technically yes.
Between Merman and Cringer. Oh, Man at Arms, he's so good too. Jeez. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard one.
But that's
Then
a
again,
He-Man
there's-
role. It says non-He-Man role, so
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's
fine.
Sean loves kale.
Dude, are you serious?
in protein shake.
We can't be friends anymore, Sean. What the hell? Why'd you have to go there, Sean?
One of the best things when we were at Motuniverse, I'm sitting there at the restaurant, and then the guy, what'd you order, Kenny? Was it a burger? You ordered something. You're like, no rabbit food, and the guy just looked at you like, what?
Steve
If you
said,
find it in the garden, leave it out of my burger.
That's awesome, dude. That's
he
awesome.
was 2 episodes in the Knight Rider. Wasn't he in Bionic Woman too? I think
He was in Bionic Woman. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
he was. He was the doctor.
Hmm.
He was the doctor. Yeah.
You know what I like better than kale? Arugula. Have you had that on pizza?
Oh, I love arugula.
Arugula is different.
Yeah.
The only saying is like
With like a
kale
balsamic
tastes,
glaze and shit.
kale
Oh,
tastes like garbage. Kale is something you just should not be putting in your goddamn mouth. Like seriously,
Sean,
gross.
what are you doing, Sean?
Sean and I cannot go to dinner anymore, man.
But it's good for you, so whatever.
Sean, Jay needs to talk to you about the things you're putting in your mouth.
Shut up. Stick with the burger. Stick with the burger I left you.
That's why Sean was like
Stick with that one.
the way he was.
You and AJ enjoyed that burger. I hope that we continue to do that. You know what I mean? Like that's how that should stay.
He was also in great.
He was not in Get Smart. What was he in Get Smart? What was he in Get Smart? I'm trying to. Now I need to know. Now I got to go look it up.
Could have been a walk-on role, or what was
Dude,
the bad
Get
guys?
Smart was one of the
Chaos?
best shows.
I think the bad guys were Chaos in that.
Yeah, Chaos. It was Chaos. Yeah.
Yeah. Giraffe says, "Hail Kale." Oh, never tried it. Jeez.
Kale.
Just poking that bear, Giraffe. Just poking
Jay,
that
don't
bear.
you know kale is actually one of the most nutrient-dense veggies? Jay? Yeah,
We have a
Jay.
lot of
Like hair?
kale options at Sprouts, so
Fadagen? Do I care? Do I give to it?
Not to forget spinach.
Spinach is
Jay.
awesome, dude. Spinach tastes great. Freaking
Actually, I
kale?
like spinach, yeah.
Kale should not come within any should humans are not meant to eat kale. Okay, my God.
You do
Whoever
voices,
thought of that as
Kenny.
a superfood?
Can you do Popeye, Kenny? Well, I woke Kenny up.
Ooh. On the spot, I don't know.
Oh, wait, hold
me
on.
down.
But-
I don't know.
Spinach, but wait. No, Kenny loves Popeye as long as it's fried chicken. But you know,
As long as it's fried chicken. As long as
Singer!
it's fried chicken.
Singer!
hold the lettuce.
Dude, I have a Popeyes like 3 minutes from my house. It's amazing.
Not the
I love
movie. Not
Oh, Get Smart,
Popeye.
the show.
Yeah.
yeah, dude, send me that IMDb. I want to
Yeah.
see it.
All right.
I want to see it.
All right,
Find out what it
guys. Whoa, we ran long. Holy crap. 5:20. Ooh, 2 hours and 20.
Yeah, I got to go get some lunch. I told my wife and get some lunch.
Yeah, we are late. So, but it's been a while. So
I was later.
you were later.
I was late. I was very
Kenny,
late.
thank you for joining us. Thank you for
Hey.
entering
So-
the back door, and thank you for telling us your naked sleeping habits that
Kenny's
Jay
here?
would watch.
Right?
that Jay got to watch you sleep.
Oh no, I observed him all night.
I talk in my sleep too. I don't know what I was telling Jay, but I talk in my sleep.
Oh, dude, I have secrets like there's no tomorrow.
Thanks, Hector. Awesome show, fellas. Thanks
I
for
know what your
always
pin number, I
joining
know
us,
what your pin
Hector.
number is now.
Hector
Ain't
is
nothing
awesome.
in there anyway. That's fine.
Fade again was awesome. Steve was awesome. Draft was awesome. Jeez.
Everybody was awesome.
Alex was awesome. Yep.
Hell.
Everyone was awesome.
We have the power, boys and girls.
We
We
have
have
the
the power.
Future DC Warrior. Yep, we have the power. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Right? We got to do Jay's iconic phrase here.
Good journey. And then Mike's iconic.
Mike's iconic phrase.
And we're waving.
And we are all He-Maniacs. See everybody.
Stay out the streets.
We got them all in. There we go.